So, we are live. No tomfoolery.
Would we do that? Would we do tomfoolery?
You specifically. I'm honing in on you specifically.
Could we do some Jerry foolery though?
Perhaps.
Nice.
Perhaps Jerry
actually
foolery.
I'm a little more partial to Greg foolery, actually.
What about Jeremiah foolery? What about him?
Jeremiah doesn't matter. Nobody likes Jeremiah.
Oh my god.
He is partnered with one of the most delicious ice creams. Thank you very much.
What the fuck are you bitches on? What are you talking about?
Benjamin and Jeremiah's milk and cookies ice cream is delicious. Thank you very much.
Okay, but like, no, it is not, because Ben & Jerry's has the worst texture known to man.
What the fuck is wrong with
Disagree.
you? Absolutely false!
Forgive me if I like my ice cream being smooth, not gritty like sandpaper.
What kind of- you're like, oh my god, I love the flavor sand, let me just eat it. No Ben & Jerry's ice cream is that texture.
It is
I'm with
texture.
Pumpkin on this.
No, every single time I've gotten Ben & Jerry's ice cream, it has always been super freaking gritty.
Me when I talk to the Hat Man, not there, inexistent.
It is the truth, and you all simply cannot think about it, because you are
I have
afraid.
Ben & Jerry's right now. I'm gonna go get it.
Oh my god.
Spite, we love to see it. I have my notes right here.
OMG, your notes.
Oh my god, I also have my notes right here. What a coincidence.
OMG, haha.
Yeah.
OMG.
I
What
got
a coincidence.
Notebook, as one may
All
call it.
right,
Oh yeah.
I have my Ben & Jerry's. We're gonna see if this is sandy, whatever the fuck that means.
I said gritty.
You are
Gritty.
the type, I promise you, you're the type that, like, goes straight into the fridge, pulls it out, doesn't let it soften, and then you, like, eat it rock hard, and you're like, I don't particularly enjoy this experience. That's your fault!
This is
Just like
not
me for
gritty,
real.
not sandy, nothing. This is delicious.
You know what? Maybe you're. Well.
Maybe you have something wrong with your taste buds?
Oh!
How dare you, Frazzington Frazzle the second? I swear to all that is holy. Every Ben & Jerry's I have tasted has been super gritty, and I am not reneging on my truth.
I think this is a psychological thing for you, so good luck with that.
It is.
It's a psychological thing. I've alerted the men with the butterfly nuts. They're at your door.
Oh my god.
What?
The men with the
If you-
large butterfly nuts.
What?
If you take me, that's homophobic.
Well, pack it up, Skittle Squad. We're going.
Fucking okay, Ethan. Like,
No,
Ethan.
known man who has a large amount of gay sex, known to hate the gays.
Yeah.
He's
I'm like
That's right.
95% sure he's called us the Skittle Squad
Yeah.
in canon.
He probably has.
Because I was like, Skittles are canon, and you were like, why not? Everything else is canon.
I remember now. It was that one week that Pumpkin got really obsessed with the phrase
The
"Skill
phrase.
Squad."
Yeah.
I'm still obsessed with it. So fucking funny.
You were absolutely obsessed with it. Like that one week that you were obsessed with the word poggers.
I'm still obsessed. I'm obsessed with both of those. So my other chat is really just called Skittle Squad.
Oh my god.
Your what?
My other chat that I use is literally called the Skittle Squad. Homophobia! Anyways. I'm normal. Alright. We're starting. So we left off, you guys, called Caspian.
Is he homophobic too?
I don't think-
Caspian is every day in Isidon is Pride.
Yeah. Yuli probably wouldn't let him even be ironically gay. Not gay, ironically homophobic. She let him be ironically
Yuli
gay,
said-
though.
Yuli says, fuck those gays.
Yuli says die.
Yuli says, no baby, no life.
Oh my god. It's escalating.
It's blackmail isn't enough. She has to commit violence. Alright, you guys had a choice. Were you going to go straight to the Pirate Lord to tell her about the Titan, or were you going to go to the crypts that Caspian talked about? Or something else?
Micah's going to the frickin' Pirate Lord.
That might be a good idea to tell her
Yeah.
about the Titan. Just so
That's
you know.
in her city, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Might be a bit of a threat, you know. I've got a little inkling in my head.
well, you guys make your way back to the throne room, as it were. And as you do, you can notice wet footprints down the corridor that leads into where Elphil sits. And standing before the Pirate Lord is a fairly tall man, around 6 foot, kind of built, pretty built actually. Is
this another one of Pumpkin's thirst traps?
If you ask Twitter, then yeah.
All of Pumpkin's male characters are fucking thirst traps.
Even the gnome?
Giant titty thirst traps. That's all Pumpkin knows.
You know, if you fucking look at my fucking Twitter mentions 99% of the time, it's not wrong.
I know. I follow you on Twitter.com.
Pumpkin's just living in the best of all possible worlds, and we support that.
Do we?
Well,
Do we,
I do.
Do we?
Oh my god.
His long dark hair is kind of held in a ponytail of slightly curled hair, and his skin is covered in intricate sailor tattoos. And he kind of turns to look over at all of you over his shoulder. And
What are your boyfriends here?
the human that is not doing very well at disguising himself as Caspian.
I clocked it immediately.
I clocked it from the wet footprints.
Important question. You said 6 foot. Is it just 6 foot?
Yeah, he's
Oh my god.
he was like, would it be too distracting if I were too tall?
No, this is great. This means he's shorter than Wonder.
Oh boy. Grown-ass man watches you all approach, because he couldn't fucking help himself. And as you guys kind of come into the throne room, Elphil looks at you, and she goes, well, you'll...
Uh-oh.
Okay, goodbye.
We lost Finch.
Oh, did Finch run? Oh boy.
Finch
The
died.
internet ghost.
Oh boy.
The
Finch-
concept of Wander being taller than Caspian.
No, the ghost got him. The
Put
ghost
them
got him.
right the fuck out.
In the middle of that.
Did the ghost get you?
I don't know. It just kicked me very temporarily.
The
I
ghost
think
got
it's
you.
just homophobic. What did I miss?
I was just about to
Nothing
say,
much.
the Pirate Lord kind of watches you all come back into the throne room.
I don't. Drew says hi.
Oh!
Hi.
Hi, Drew!
What's up?
You all look unsettled. Oh, Jesus Christ. You all, you look unsettled. I take it that our little plan has worked into our benefit.
Well,
Yes, we have good news and we have bad news.
You left Ethan alone with the child?
Marin's there! Marin's there! Marin's there! He, like, puts his hands out in front of him. It's fine. The baby's fine.
I'm sure it would be fine.
You
we
are
have-
absolutely
You better
terrible.
hope that child is fine.
He's a doctor. It'll be fine.
He's undead.
You know, we all have
He
our
thought
flaws.
that giving the baby a knife was a good idea, but on that note, you are terrible at listening when we say that we've got something handled.
I going to be completely honest with you. He like gestures his hands out as he clasps them together. My anxiety was too much. I couldn't trust you on this one.
You know what? I think that now, obviously, do as I say, not as I do here. But I think managing our anxiety starts with acknowledging the root cause of the problem.
Caspian stares at you straight in the eyes, Micah.
Pike's like, you didn't trust me?
See, look at Pike. You've disappointed them and you've made them sad.
I make them sad whenever I don't bring them a shiny rock from the sea. Listen,
But you've made them especially sad because you didn't trust them.
It's more like I don't trust, like, he, like, gestures about, like, at the four of you and kind of, like, cuts Wander and Pike out of the equation. He's like, I don't trust you!
I'm trying to be friends with you this whole time.
Our friendliness doesn't, it's not that I don't trust you as people. This is, he, like, gestures all around. I don't trust them, and I don't trust you all to be able to handle them not being trustworthy.
We have gotten results so far, so
I'm lost.
why don't you just skip back to Isidon?
Yeah, we figured
Yes,
out the
go
whole
back to
Titan.
Isidon, and you cannot coddle the two people here that you so
Don't talk
desperately
about-
want to.
Don't talk that way to my brother. Don't
I think that perhaps you're a little bit way over your heads than you think that you are.
Okay, really, what do you know then? Please enlighten us since you've been here investigating like we've been.
Okay, well maybe he does have a point about the whole like what we just found thing, but like regardless, kind of like you do
What?
realize like.
Hold
how
on, what do you
right?
mean
Like,
what you just found? Are you lecturing me about not trusting you? What was that? No, continue, please.
No,
I
said
think they mean the Titan. We already told you about
The
that.
what?
Yeah, you didn't let me finish. Like
Yeah,
I
we
said,
told you
like
about
that you may have a point about like that whole thing, but also like the whole like not trusting us doesn't look good. Like you gotta realize that.
He's like got like two fingers like in front of his mouth. He's like, go back to the Titan thing. You need to tell me about that.
We told you about that.
We already did, yeah.
Yeah, we told you.
No,
I told you
I-
like everything about it.
No, he like stops. He's like, anyways,
And you
We
think
told
you're gonna
Ashley
help
about
us?
that, right?
talked. My man is getting bullied right now. I'm too autistic for this. Yeah, he like gestures to Elva. He's like, just go talk to her. Just go talk to her. I can't.
Hmm?
He says, go talk to her. I can't. I'm too autistic. Go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, go and think about how you didn't trust us and how now we're going to reflect badly on you.
I'm going to throw
I'm
it into
not.
the ocean.
I'm not.
Maybe you should go, get Isidon ready. In case something happens.
Hey, Caspian, how did you like Elithel? Did you get along? Are you friends?
Caspian breathes through his teeth and he goes, well, maybe you should talk to her first. Elithel is glaring at Caspian.
Right, so I guess we need to explain everything.
Pike?
Yes,
Pike-
make it.
I was just like, Pike's just like looking really intently at the situation. Like, you know what? I'm sensing some tension here.
Right, so Pirate Lord. Are you a good news first type of person or bad news first?
Just you know, I think that you can give me whatever you have. It's fine.
Alright, we'll go in with the good news then first. Good news, we did what you requested. Both Faywin and Volatar are dead. We framed Faywin's murder on Volatar. So that plan went swimmingly. They don't suspect us at all. Now the bad news. We were there for Volatar's killing, and he Faemon used his little pet to kill him, and that pet happened to be a Titan that we suspect to be the undead Titan of one of Yuli's that was charmed.
Oh, it's not just suspect. It's like we're straight up like certain.
We're certain that that's what it is.
The only thing it could be.
Yep. So we have the man planning a mutiny against you has the control of a undead sea titan.
Which is why our friend here, who's apparently not our friend because he doesn't trust us,
You.
should know.
You.
Hey, you told us to talk over here, so why don't you shut up?
Thank you, Delphina.
He just holds his hand and whips you off.
What?
And he waves you off.
Poor man.
My man is getting bullied, and I'm too
He
autistic.
deserves it.
He's getting bullied, and I'm too autistic to defend him. Go on.
That's all we've learned. We suspect that, however, that, I mean, it's, necromancy. I'm not one who know a lot about necromancy, but the idea is if you kill Phaemon, that could loosen the hold on the Titan. However, because of the size and scale of it, we were told that there was likely a binding
Agent, like an object, another
of
person.
some sort, which I do think we should go find first.
Elpha kind of sits there, and she's kind of like tapping her fingers together in thought. She goes, "That is not exactly what I expected was going to come from your findings. Rather troubling, in fact. Perhaps maybe we are a bit in over our heads if this is the case." She kind of stands and she goes, "Do we know where this binding is, by chance?"
Not yet.
No.
We need to find the binding, which I do think is important to find. Because who knows what's going to happen if we kill the guy, and who knows, the fake Titan could drop dead, or the Sea Titan could drop dead. It could just stay stagnant without
It could be
anything to
released.
control it. It could be released. And who the fuck knows if that charm of it is still active without the binding. So I'd rather not take the risk of that.
My best guess, honestly, if we're looking for a binding agent, is either going to be like Ethan mentioned, some type of stone, or honestly something that might be like kept close to his person. I can't see him letting a binding agent that will essentially keep something so powerful chained to him far from his person. If anything, if I were him, I'd be keeping it on my person.
Which will make things more difficult. Though we could check out those crypts. He might, if he doesn't have it on this person, then
Yeah, the crypts are the best bet outside of, knocking him out in a dark alleyway and searching him.
Which is unlikely to happen.
Exactly.
And the possibility was raised that this might be a person, and since the crypt houses the bones of saints, then, if he's raised a Titan, wouldn't be surprised if maybe he'd raised a saint.
raise the saint is
to-
a possibility.
Ah, a living god. Yes, wonderful. Always best to have a binding agent that can fight back against its own death.
Elipha's kind of like a little bit wide-eyed, kind of like tapping her one good foot nervously and going, I see. Well, I'm going to have to talk to some of my men about this. This is far beyond any kind of scope of reason that I thought. It's one thing to go against a necromancer. That's doable. I have done that before. Difficult, but handling. But a Titan is a bit more of a struggle. She kind of looks from Caspian to you all, and she goes, "Perhaps maybe investigate these crypts. If anything, I can't imagine that there'd be anything of use to him down there, but no one really uses them anymore. So anything could be done there, I suppose. Could give them a look."
Worth a shot if it happens to be not on this person, though. The best shot, I guess.
Pike at Delphine and Mike. Eliphael kind of glances back at Caspian one last time, and she goes, I'm hoping that you will remain civil in this disagreement we have. And Caspian kind of, like, stiffens a little bit and crosses his arms across his chest, and he goes, I would like to avoid any kind of full-out war with these people. I'd appreciate if we kept the bloodshed to a minimum. And Eliphael kind of, like, scrunches her nose up a little bit, and she goes, I beg to differ, sea beast. I think if you had your way, you would drown every one of us in this moment. History has a tendency to repeat itself. And you can kind of see...
She's just looking between the two.
And you can kind of see, like, Caspian, like, very heavily, like, hold back something he wanted to say, and he just kind of, like, cracks his neck, and tilts his head and kind of walks towards the door, and he's like, I can show you all the way to the crypts when you're ready.
What do you mean by history has a tendency to repeat itself?
Caspian kind of stiffens at that again, and he goes, I think that this isn't a conversation that we need to be having now.
Oh, no, I'm curious.
I'm also curious. Did you drown a bunch of people that were here?
I think if you're gonna lead us anywhere, especially into crypts, we should know what this history is.
See, the thing is, Percy, I don't like being subtle when it has to do with people's deaths.
Caspian takes a really long pause, and he kind of looks behind himself at everyone. Then he takes a deep-ass breath, and he goes, a very long time ago, when I used to inhabit these grounds myself, I became accustomed to the old pirate lord who sat on that very throne. And he had a very similar idea of taking Isedan for his own. And at one point he attempted to get me to go along with his plan. And I said no.
Obviously.
And he kind of blinks, gives like kind of a slow blink, and he kind of turns and looks at all of you, and he goes, but when I thought that they had kind of gotten the idea out of their mind, I awoke to realizing that they had sent fleets out anyways. And they had gone to take the city anyways. So I did what I had to do. And Eliphael kind of slams her hands down on her throne, and she said, you mean you drowned all of those men?
Oh no, he's absolutely justified in that. You're literally trying to stop, like, what happened right there, like, right now, right?
I am, but he doesn't like to tell the full story, do you? And Caspian kind of, like, furrows his brow really hard, and you can kind of, like, see him, like, kind of, like, bite the inside of his cheek, and Eliphael goes, in your reckless fury, he summoned the giant Leviathan from the sea, and he sunk all of those ships, and he even took down his own. You drowned all of your men. And Caspian kind of just looks away, towards the exit of the door, and he doesn't really say anything in defense of that.
But you said Isedan, right? So maybe you saved more people than you drowned.
It's the principle of it. Someone didn't know how to control themselves. Those men didn't deserve to die.
Oh, certainly not. But you do have to agree that the situation is a lot more morally grey than you might think, yes? After all, it can't be exactly his fault that he didn't know how to control himself. I can't imagine having the entire sea at your disposal is easy. Hell, I'd probably lose my mind within a day.
It's just interesting how one would like to pick and choose what version of that story that he releases.
I think maybe we should... Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna suggest maybe we should move on to the crypts then.
I know Caspian is a good person, though. I know him. So... I didn't know he feels bad about what happened.
Oh, Pike.
I know he wouldn't have meant to hurt anyone unless they were a really bad person. I mean, Yuli sometimes, you know, with the ships.
Oh my god. Elithil just kind of, like, shakes her head and sits back down in her seat. She just goes, just be wary, I suppose. But I won't keep you any longer.
Oh boy. Time to go dig up some old people's bones.
Sounds like fun.
You know what? I think I'll
That's
get my
my-
special shovel out for it.
Ooh, special
Oh.
shovel.
Called a tactical shovel.
Oh.
Oh!
You can hear
Yeah,
Foxglove
bring-
kind of, like, we can see him poke his head out of his back.
Percy smacks it back down. Kind of Pirate Lord.
He pokes his head ever so slightly out of the flap so that she can't see him, but he goes, "My wife almost beat me to death with the tactical shovel."
Whoa, really? Was it one of those 15 in one, or was it a 5 in one? Because I only have a 5 in.
It was a heavy one that she heavily beat my head in with.
Oh, well. I'm sure it didn't damage your carapace.
You're married? Foxglove? You're married and you're still trying to seduce Wanda?
Caspian's head perks up at that. He's like, "What?"
Oh, Caspian, you totally missed it. Every
Oh,
single
Get the
no.
jar. Get the jar. Where is it?
Foxglove starts to make comments about how much he would love to hold their hands and spend the night with them carnally.
Now wait a second. Percy, Caspian walks over to your back and snatches Foxglove out of it and walks down the corridor.
There we go.
Oh no.
Wait!
Alright,
He's like, "Wait!"
Percy follows.
Micah has the biggest fucking grin on his face.
Your grip
Well,
is so firm!
You know what?
Oh.
Oh no. Foxglove is gonna start asking to be the third, isn't he?
We're all running. Oh
You
man.
know what?
Percy's following. He's not like
Yeah.
panic following. He's just following. He's like, alright, what we're doing.
This will end up being better soundproofing than soundproof headphones.
You can just hear, like, you can hear Foxglove pleading the entire time that you're all walking down to the crypts.
Oh my god.
He's like, your grip is so strong, it kind of hurts. Ow!
This is oddly fitting.
You know, I had kind of wanted to do that because I knew Caspian would have a strong reaction.
Guess.
I just kind of forgot. But I don't really regret it.
You forgot about Foxglove?
Does that make me a bad person if I'm kind of enjoying this?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
It is never
Absolutely
a bad thing to it is never a bad thing.
Imagine
enjoy some
the
come-ups.
peace and quiet of
Peace and quiet.
Foxglove.
He's been yelling
Not-
at 5.
Let me set the picture.
Alright.
Peace and quiet of Foxglove not being Foxglove for like 10 minutes.
The peace and quiet of Foxglove not being a creep to our friend.
As you guys, as Caspian kind of leads you into the depths of the city, to a space that kind of looks like it was dug into and beneath the earth of the giant skeleton that sits on the island. It seems to be a less inhabited part of the city. Not many houses around and no access to like the docks or the taverns. Fairly secluded. And when Caspian takes you to the doors of the crypt, it looks like they're blocked off by these like large, thick coils of thorns. And if you can look past them, it's secured with a large iron lock that looks very sparkly and new.
Oh dear, you know, this may just be me, and correct me if I'm wrong, everyone. To me, this looks like someone is trying very hard to hide something down here.
Not for long. Percy's
Can you
gonna
burn
take
those
it.
down?
I absolutely can. I thought you would never ask. Micah's
It's
gonna burn
very
it down.
sparkly.
Mikey can burn it down.
Micah burns it down.
Micah, as the thorns kind of bristle and kind of char away and like little into flames, and like the embers kind of carry away the wooden pieces, all that's left is a very large padlock that is chained to like the handles of the crypt.
Percy will go down and pick the lock.
Give me thieves' tools.
Yes.
Can I?
Whoa.
Okay, never mind.
Delphina's like, don't worry. Never mind.
I was gonna roll like Arcana or something to see if it's fucking enchanted because it's
wait.
sparkly.
Wait. Can I roll inside to see if it's trapped or like
Well, it's already
investigation?
too late. He's touched it.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's opened the lock.
He just went in. Okay.
Now let's see. Da 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 da. Is it enchanted? Is Percy dead?
Percy did you say he went in?
Like he unlocked it. I guess he went in. Sure, why not?
Roll me dexterity.
All right.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Percy,
very
Percy,
large-
our rogue king.
Let's go.
There's a giant fucking pitfall trap that's like just like on like just like in front of like the door on the other side that you manage to quickly sidestep instead of falling to your death.
Oh dear.
Watch out. There's a bit of a fall in here.
Yeah. Pretty quick to avoid that. Good job.
Oh, thank you. All right. What do we got in here?
Delphina's gonna fly over with her flying boots.
Micah's also gonna fly over with his flying boots.
Oh, extra we are. Okay.
I can't fly.
Oh.
Percy was able to like step around it, so I think the others can. I think Micah and Delphine are just being extra.
Yeah, you can there's enough room to like sidestep it carefully.
Wenda's gonna go up to Caspian.
Oh no.
Does
Caspian-
Caspian still have a grip on Foxglove?
Caspian is holding him like a little squeaky toy, and he is looking up at Wander.
Are you coming with us, or?
I suppose I probably should. He like stuffs.
Yeah,
He stuffs Foxglove in his pocket.
You either need to come with us or give me back Foxglove. I can't.
Percy standing man emoji. Like I kind of need that. He puts Foxglove in his own pocket and he follows you all.
Oh,
Put him
Wanda
in the
was
jar.
Gonna, okay.
Wait, no, go ahead.
Wanda was just gonna like look down at him for once and kind of tuck some of his hair out of his face, and then just be like, I know how that brain of yours works, so you don't need to worry about this changing anything. I still think of you the same.
Aw. Caspian kind of rubs his arm and he goes, I appreciate that. It's not my proudest moment. It was hundreds of years ago, but it's just hard to get over something like that, and I understand why people are upset about it, so.
Well, the fact that you feel bad about it in the first place, even after all this time, shows that you have a good heart, so.
I appreciate you thinking that.
Also, the height's very cute. I could get used to this.
I'm trying not to direct attention to myself. I'm trying to keep low profile, as the mortals say.
Well, it certainly caught my attention, so.
His face is bright red. He's like,
Probably shouldn't keep the others waiting, though.
we probably shouldn't. He's like, we're quickly rushing into the crypts, and Foxglove is like, that should be me. You can hear him smack his pocket.
A soft.
He was like, ah! Everyone today! The crypt is dark, lit only by dim, dying candles that are kind of melting.
Michael lights a fire
You can light a fire in the crypt. That
in his hand.
the crypt. There's kind of like dying, melted candles all over like the wood and stone coffins that have been haphazardly thrown throughout the long hall.
Okay.
It smells of like wet stone and seawater, and most of the surfaces are damp to the touch. And at the end of this, go ahead.
Pike takes a deep breath and is like, smells good.
Oh my god. The long hall is a at the end of this long hall, this long, smelly, musky hall, is a makeshift desk that seems to be made out of a stone altar, with a small, like, ragged bedroll and some shitty pillows, like, tossed to the side.
Well, Micah is gonna. Can I roll investigation to see if there's any like personal belongings besides like that could give a clues to like who the bedroll stuff belongs to?
Gee willikers, Jay! You may in fact.
Can Percy also?
You may in fact.
And Delphina as well.
Micah. Yes, Delphina can too.
There
Micah.
is a pillow.
Micah, you take out your very large, oversized, magnifying glass, and you scour, and you're like, wow, fellas, this may be in fact be an altar.
Y'all? Wait, let me get the accent right. Now, darn tootin', y'all, I think we just found ourselves an altar.
What?
I've turned southern from the failure.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
Delphina, you as well decide to kind of look at this wall. Made of stone. Give it a little touch. It's wet stone. Percy.
I hate the underground.
You and me both.
It means a little different to me, but I appreciate that.
Oh, are you okay? Do you need to?
I'm fine. Let's. Anyone find anything else?
Delphina, you hear Percy come from Caspian's pocket. Pussy.
Percy?
Percy?
I said pussy.
No, you said Percy.
Oh, did I? I meant Foxglove.
Yeah.
Foxglove calls from Caspian's pocket, not Percy. Who was it? Alright. Percy and Wander, the two of you, kind of look, through, like, you see, like, a few things that are on this, makeshift desk. There's a few books piled on the left, and one that seems to be, like, a dark leather, waterlogged, leather bound, that seems to have, like, pages, like, sticking out of it. You see... You see a burlap sack that seems to kind of be emitting like a very faint purple light. And there's a few hastily drawn diagrams of what looks to be a large kraken-like beast. And one of them has a depiction of a large teal orb in the center of its head, labeled only as the heart. Dark charcoal smears seem to make large tentacled beasts on the aged paper. And there's a lot of these diagrams seem to be pointing to an entrance that seems to be located at the top of this titan's head. And finally, there's what looks to be a very small to scale of, like, the very end of what looks to be a very, very large tooth of something, like, large and carnivorous. It kind of glows like a soft teal in the light.
I want to check out that bag. What's in that bag?
Are you gonna pick up the bag?
Yeah, let's...
Percy?
If it's another one of those stones, be careful.
Are we collecting the Infinity Stones?
You wish these were as cool as the Infinity Stones. You pick up this burlap
Shiny
bag, Percy, and the agony that you feel in your head as you pick up this bag is blinding for a moment, and you can kind of, like, hear, like, Foxglove yell, like, "Ah! Get away from it! What's wrong with you? Do you not learn?"
He drops the bag.
Micah
Just holds his head.
Micah dives for the bag so that nobody can get it.
Micah,
hell.
as you catch the bag, you can hear like kind of like a rattling noise of like things like clunking into each other. And when you look inside of this bag, you can see that it is in fact another one of these stones, but kind of broken into smaller pieces.
Right. Nobody touched this one either.
Fucking hell, what? I hate those.
Yeah. Not great. Actually, that reminds me. Hey, Caspia, do you want to touch something?
No.
We found a rock that makes you sad. It's like the opposite of the regular shiny rock.
Well, it does more than that and also less than that. Now, here's my theory, alright? So, I think that it's connecting to those who have, like, a strong connection with, like, extraplanar or essentially anything that might be beyond mortal comprehension, like sort of like a fae godly presence, like anything having to do with not mortal shit. But everybody has had a different reaction to it, and I just want to know what your reaction would be.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Please don't do experiments on my brother.
If it's already that bad with us, I don't want to know what it would do to a saint.
That's fair.
Considering we've had multiple saints die recently, so...
We can pass it off to Ethan and let him experiment on it. I'm sure he'll mess with it in some way.
That's true. Alrighty. Well, I can just keep this safe for now, and I'm gonna put it in my bag so nobody touched that, because Percy just picked up the bag and got affected, so probably best if you just don't come into general, what's the word, proximity?
Can you... Actually, I don't want to see it, actually. I'll let you keep that. And he kind of like...
It's kind of broken. There's not much to see.
Gotcha. He kind of like moves a little bit closer towards like the other things that you guys have found, and kind of looks around on the altar table. Lots of books, or not lots of books, but maybe like 3 or 4 books in the leather-bound journal. There was the burlap sack. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. Sack.
Is that what that had like the crystals in it?
Yeah, the sack had the crystals in it. There's the leather-bound journal.
I would like to check something out, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Micah's gonna look at that tooth that's on the ground.
Go. Micah may look at the tooth.
Can you make an Arcana check?
Yes, you can.
Let's go, come on. Not terrible.
Hi,
It's-
everyone.
Micah, while
He passes it off to Caspian.
Micah, from what you do observe from the tooth, you cannot personally feel anything magical radiating off of it, but it does seem to be, this is like a very, whatever this came from is like a very large creature, and though the piece is small, this seems to be like the very, very, like, itty tippy top of like the tooth of this creature. It's very, whatever this came from is very large, is what you can glean from it.
Hey, Caspian, is this from the Titan that we're going to end up probably fighting?
Caspian takes the tip of it, and he kind of squints, and he goes, I'm going to be really honest with you. I've never really seen this Titan when it was alive. This is far beyond my time.
Hold on. Hand it to me. I might be able to do something.
Micah hands it over.
Is Wander taking the tooth?
Mm-hmm.
Wander, as soon as your fingers come in contact with this tooth, you do in fact get another vision. You see a very darkened sky. You can hear the sound of Yuli roaring in rage. You can hear like the churning of the sea around you as it's like practically pulsing and foaming. And in front of you, you can see large tentacles that seem to be kind of a teal on the underside, large black tentacles. And a giant white beast stands before you, standing in the sea. She's so large. And you can see thousands upon thousands of eyes on her large body. And you have seen this beast before, but in later depictions of when her eyes were gouged out. But here, she still retains all of them, and they stare at you in this burning, charming kind of way that kind of makes your body freeze. And this creature opens its mouth to reveal rows and rows and rows of teeth in her many, many mouths that she has. And you can see like a bright purple light gleaming in the back of its throat as it slowly comes towards you. And the kind of world around you goes very dark, and you can hear like the same offhand squeal that you heard when the Titan first showed itself to you in the cistern. And your vision goes black for a second before you're kind of brought back to the time now.
Oh no.
Kind of spaced out there for a second. Everything all right?
It's the same one.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Well, now, if I may be so bold, that may be the binding agent, or could be. I would put it on a list of suspects, at least. So, might want to hang on to.
Something to hold on to, regardless. If it is or not. Something like this.
Do you think it could do anything?
Even if it's not a binding agent, it has to hold some sort of power.
I mean, it's it's a tooth of a Titan. If it's not the binding agent, it's bound to be useful for something.
That's true. All right.
Percy's gonna check out the journal.
Percy, when you get your hands on this journal, you notice that many of the pages of it are damaged and waterlogged. And only the last few seem to be intact. The book seems fairly old, fairly well worn and well traveled with, from what you can tell. But as you open it, there's a few entries in it. And the first that you can tell reads as follows. The Leviathan is located in the cavern beneath the Blue Hollow. Winterwater insists it will be no small task to overtake it, but I beg to differ. Another entry dated a month later reads, The heart has been replaced, and I can feel the beast's rage within me. But something is wrong, and something doesn't feel right. And then another entry dated just 2 days after reads, It hurts. It hurts. Get it out. It hurts. And other nonsense that seems to be scribbled over and over on the page until the pen was pressed so hard that the paper seemed to tear.
Don't like that.
And then another entry that was dated just a day later says, I don't want this. It hurts. I can't feel anything but the abyss. And it seems that something else in slightly different handwriting seems to have written back to this journal entry, and it says, this is the destiny you chose for yourself. And that's the last entry of the journal.
Seems like our friend maybe got too overwhelmed with the little Titan friend, though can't be sure this is Phaemon exactly. Didn't really sign his name anywhere.
I mean,
And the handwriting's changed, so I'm not sure.
I mean,
Possession?
Phaemon seemed... Maybe, but Phaemon seemed relatively well put together. I can imagine that if his mind was being barely held together, it seems, then...
What if it's no longer Phaemon?
Oh,
Winterwater, have we heard that name before?
Have we?
Sophia.
Oh,
Oh,
I got her name. Right. Great. So, here's the thing. Is
And-
that... Oh, go ahead, Wanda.
No, I was just wondering. You said old. Like, would Wanda be able to tell how old exactly it is, sort of roughly?
The journal.
Yeah.
Oh, roll me investigation.
Oh boy.
Or perception, whichever.
Um.
Oh boy. Wondering that paper sure is made of paper.
Alright. Never mind, continue.
can
Right.
Percy try to see how old the paper is?
Yeah, probably. Roll me, investigation.
No.
Oh my god! Wow, Percy! That paper really is made of paper!
Right, well, it kind of seems like to me, or at least how this is reading, is that someone may have replaced their own heart with the Kraken's. Or something similar, I don't know.
What were you rolling for, Jay?
Kraken?
How old the paper is.
Oh, okay. Micah, through, like, reading through your own family's library, you have, well, it's not, like, a particular interest of yours, per se. You can usually tell, how aged something is based on how old, some of these are. And as you pick them up and kind of flip through them, you do notice that this book is fairly old, maybe about 100 years or so. Very little that you can tell is like kind of a much faded like pen ink color, and the pen entries seem to be fairly more recent than the others.
Well, somebody has vandalized a very old book.
An old book that we can't even read, though.
Yes, well, it's exceptionally old, but at least the journal entries knew it. But I'm sure we could find someone to sort of translate. After all, Calvanos might be know something of this dialect.
I think it's aren't the pages just like waterlogged, or is it in a different dialect?
Most of you can barely really can't read what's left on the other ones. This does just look like it was a very old journal that someone has been carrying around for a very long time.
All right. Well, at least the more these entries are a lot more recent. So it wasn't like they had all this business with the Kraken like 20-some years ago. Maybe, considering how long they've been thinking about this, I wouldn't place it more than, who knows, a year.
Possibly.
Caspian kind of approaches the diagrams for a moment, and he kind of presses his finger to his chin, and he kind of looks at it and he goes, "So, I think maybe if you guys were talking about some kind of binding agent, right? Some kind
Yes.
of
A way to keep the Kraken like tethered to someone's will.
yeah,
Kraken?
Kraken, the Titan, I'm not sure if you can call her a Kraken per se, but very aesthetically similar, I suppose.
Yeah, I was just reading kind of,
Pike's eye is twitching.
what she's been referred to.
Good Pike.
That isn't Kraken.
I know, Pike, I'm sorry. Caspian kinda loops one arm around Pike and then keeps looking at the papers, and he goes, "The way that Titans function is there's a small, or I suppose not super small, but an object of sorts that's made out of saint's blood and other materials, and it forms a kind of a heart that we use, and this keeps Titans grounded and controllable by their gods. If the heart is damaged or lost in some way, they tend to rampage, but it seems that he's replaced its heart with something. Maybe, possibly, the binding agent is inside of the Titan.
Oh, great,
dear.
wonderful. We have the binding agent is in the Titan. That's amazing. Love that.
That's, you know,
that makes
out
sense.
Out of all of the situations that I could have come up with in my head, that is quite possibly ballpark worse than all of them.
In a way, Titans are living structures, sometimes. I know that the ones in the Death City are sometimes used as crypts, walking graveyards, walking churches. They're living beings, but just with structures within them, if that makes sense. I suppose there's no better place to hide it than within the creature itself. But then,
Percy, can we look at those like diagrams again? Where did it say that the heart was on the diagram?
So it says, basically on the diagrams, they kind of, there's like an orb kind of like in the center of like the larger part of like the squid's head. It looks like a giant octopus, essentially.
Yeah.
And it looks like pretty much like square in the center of its head is where it looks like Feynman is implying that this, that is where he's put it.
At least put a big old target sign on it.
I'm assuming if we want to help this thing, it's not as simple as just replacing the heart. That this charm the Fey Lord put on it runs deeper.
It possibly could.
Considering they simply replaced the heart and then someone had a meltdown, something's not right. They wrote, I feel like it's going to be more complicated than that.
Maybe, I don't know, corrupted in some way.
It has
If
to be
there was-
something.
If there was a way to, I don't know, cleanse it somehow.
Maybe there's something down there with it.
Maybe. Well, anyone way to find out?
Yeah, well, have we got a game plan? Go and jump on its head and burrow our way in? I've got my tactical shovel for a reason.
Bit grim, but I suppose that there's Caspian kind of makes a bit of a face, and he goes, there has to be an entrance somewhere. There always tends to be on at least the ones around Isidon.
Oh, doesn't it just say right here on the diagrams, entrance is on the head?
It does, but you're talking about burrowing, and I feel like, you could plow through the wall, but you could always just use the door.
Oh, I was planning to use the door. The burrowing was a joke.
Ah, I see. He kind of...
I don't actually have a tactical
Aw.
shovel.
You
What?
don't?
No.
Aww.
I want one, though. I saw one with a ruler on it in the marketplace the other day.
What would you do with a tactical shovel?
Well, first of all, it has a ruler. Second of all, it has a can opener on it. And third of all, it has a lot of different doodads on it. Like a wire cutter and a safety hammer and a serrated edge knife. And,
Versus just staring.
Pike's like, no. Okay, yeah.
and a compass and a screwdriver. Listen, I had I know someone that really liked camping, whatever.
But all right. So there are shiny rocks under the ground too, right?
Oh my!
So
I
if
think
you
we've
dig,
just found ourselves a perfect team.
so if you dig, you can find some more shiny rocks.
I mean, why would I dig to find shiny rocks though?
I don't understand you.
I don't understand you either. Like,
Pike's just like taking steps backwards and shaking their head.
I
like,
think you should put
Mike
your
is-
differences aside and bond over this. Micah can do the digging, Pike gets the rocks. There's no, you're not fighting over anything. This
Oh,
is
yes.
perfect.
We were fighting? When did that
I
happen?
know, say if... Why are we talking about this? We're trying to fucking find our way into a Titan.
You
Oh,
guys,
yes.
God.
Right. So,
you guys can hear Foxglove go, you guys are tearing this family apart!
entrance on the head. Problem is that it will probably, definitely, absolutely notice us getting onto the head, which will be bad for us because then we'll be smacked and dead. So, I have an idea, and it's an unfortunate idea. It really is, but some plans just have to go into effect to make the bigger plan set in motion. Someone is going to have to distract it.
Ah, yes, wonderful.
And
That's
then you know what? I agree with that, actually.
You know,
I-
maybe he should kill me instead.
but Foxglove is very small and the Titan is very big.
No,
So maybe-
I think that's the part of it that's
No, but that's what I mean. So Foxglove goes like zip, zoom, zoom, and the Titan's like "Arr, arr, 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 arr," trying to hit him, but he can't hit him because he's too slow and big.
If we're planning on Fox distracting, then I'll have to be out with him. So
okay. Never
if
mind.
that's
then.
if that's the plan we want to go with, then I'm sure why not.
I feel like that's a bit unpredictable given that this is, or once was, a Fey Charm Titan, and I don't know how the two will interact.
Okay, fair.
I've seen
So-
Titan at it before. I don't.
Regardless, a distraction might be the easiest way of going about it, since I don't think sleep charms or anything similar would work on something that big.
Do we even know any sleep charms?
Well, I can speak with animals.
Ah, yes.
I
Have a
don't know,
conversation
this
with
is an
Titan.
animal.
Well, I can bore it. I can bore it to sleep.
We're all gonna
This is
die.
Anyway,
We're all gonna die.
we'll be fine.
You have too little faith in this, Foxglove.
Yeah.
He like pokes his face out from Caspian's pocket. He's just giving you all a gross little bug stare.
See, now you sound like Caspian.
Pike looks offended somehow.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
So we gotta go find this thing?
We
Yeah,
should
that's-
probably work on finding it first. I feel like we always take a long time talking plans through and through until we've confused ourselves, and then we get there and then things change. So maybe we just find it first and then think of what to do based on the situation we have.
Wasn't a
the
location written down somewhere? I
Well,
feel like
the
it was.
last- Sorry?
The
I
blue
just-
lagoon is what I remember. It was
Yeah, the-
found under there. Don't know if
Blue.
it's still there.
Well, the last time we saw it was in the cistern.
The Blue Hollow is where Yuli originally had it laid to rest. I believe
Oh.
that that's where it was dug up. Obviously,
I
I don't
see.
think
Never
it'll be
mind.
there anymore.
Yeah.
We might be able to find some clues though, 'cause can't imagine something that big can stealthily get around.
I mean, are the waterworks under this place connected to the ocean?
They are, but something tells me that it's not being kept in the cistern per se. I feel like he might be holding it there until he can use it by some sort of magic, perhaps. I can't imagine him fitting something like that through the pipes.
No. Would there be a way to, I don't know, transport it in with what I'm asking is, could he essentially teleport it in?
I mean, I'm not one for necromancy magic, or not really a sorcerer of any kind. It's possible.
It got close enough to the cistern to kill a couple of people, so...
We did never see the head, did we?
Well,
No.
no, but it part of
But-
it. So the rest
Wait.
of it couldn't have been too far, right?
How far do these crypts extend under this island?
Not that far. The people really don't tend to bury their dead here. They just throw them into the ocean for the most part. And he kind of gestures to like a good like 10 more feet around to the rest of like the crypts that kind of extend down like a hallway. He's like, this is kind of all that there is.
Alright. Now I have an idea, but it's probably not correct, but I still have an idea nonetheless. Since we only saw the ends of the tentacle, arms of it, do you think that it may be, I don't know how big it is really, but do you think it may just be waiting out in the ocean and it snaked its little arms up the pipe into the cistern?
It's possible. It truly might not even be in the cistern itself. It could, be coming up through a pipe. He could be keeping it in some sort of pocket situation. He like puts his hands out in front of him. He's like, I'm not much of a magic person, to be quite honest. That's Ethan's.
Pike wondered, you heard, what was it, roaring, growling?
Something.
Rumbling,
Something from
yeah.
underneath.
Rumbling from underneath. So, is there anything else, like, underneath or within the island, like caverns or?
I'm sure that there's probably holes in the structure of the island in some capacity. For all I know, it could be in fact reaching its tentacles up through the pipeworks, perhaps. It might not even be in the ocean at all, depending. I
think, Caspian, you may actually have a point with it. It may not, here. It might just be in the pocket dimension. Because there was this... Wasn't there some sort of odd glow about the water when it, happened?
Well, it does glow, but yeah.
Oh.
No, you might have a point. Is there any way we can, like, lure it out, I guess? That's a bit of a risky plan, but if we can't go and find it, maybe we just bring it to us.
And I think it would really only answer to his call, since he's
Unless
down to it.
we piss off Phaemon.
Oh boy.
If we attack Phaemon out on the sea, he's bound to draw out his little pet to defend him. I mean, if I had a Titan on my side, I would use it to fight my battles.
Can we steal Phaemon's ship?
We could.
I think we should.
We could convince him to go sail after Isidon, and then board with him and attack him.
And then he'll draw out his little...
But he seems like the type
Buddy.
of person to think this through. We'll either have to like trick him into thinking like this is the great time to strike or whatever.
Exactly,
we
which is
even
why
want
we
to-
steal his ship.
I feel like two different routes are being proposed here.
I want to steal.
I feel like perhaps
Stealing a ship.
maybe the giant ghost ship may in fact be. Have any of you driven a boat before?
Not at all.
I've read how to.
I prefer not to be on the ocean.
I've watched other people do it.
Yeah, I'm with Pike on this one. I've watched.
So you guys have never sailed a boat. Don't really know
Can't do that.
how sails work, but you want to steal a boat and drive it out into the ocean.
Yes.
Well, isn't it fortunate then that we have someone here who knows how to?
Oh my goodness, you know what?
You know what?
Wanda, you are so right.
There we go. Problem solved.
I feel like I was
Amazing.
justified.
Thank you so much for volunteering.
I feel like I was justified in coming here. All right then. He like crosses his
Brilliant
arms.
idea you came here.
I'll be right back.
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
No, it's perfect you were here. Now we have someone to drive the boat.
He
He smiles.
He grabs Foxglove. I'll crush him like a tin can.
Sorry not, but I can't blame you.
He throws him back into your arms, into your hands, and he says, "Keep it.
Gotcha.
Keep it contained." He looks at the rest of you and he goes, "All right, I'll drive you about whatever you want to do. Just
Yay!
Foxglove looks at you,
Caspian,
Wander." Oh no, go ahead, Mike. What were you gonna
He's
say?
back in the bag.
Oh.
Come on, Caspian, it'll be fun. Bunch of dashing rogues on the high seas, killing a big old sea thing.
Maybe if we can find a way to. Don't worry.
I mean,
when it comes to that, it's fine.
I
understand. It's a threat.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to assume if we kill Phaemon and then get the biting, then it's just gonna die anyway.
I know, but maybe we can find a way to break the charm on it before it dies.
Alright, we try and find the way to break the charm by going inside of it. Is it going to be squishy?
Okay.
See, I'm
Yeah.
more concerned about if it's going to be like wet and kind of fleshy or something.
Hey.
Okay.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes the moist.
Ew.
He
God, I'm going to need to put on my waterproof boots.
waterproof boots. Foxglove kind of pokes his head out of Percy's bag again and he goes, "Is that all that it takes to drive a boat? I can change for you."
Just kind of takes the index of his finger and pushes Foxglove's head back down into the bag.
You go, "Ah!"
You know what, Caspian? I, for one, am perfectly fine with you taking Foxglove and
Nah, he has to stay with me. Unless you want me following you around, Caspian.
You unsettle me. Maybe I'll leave the two of you.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get on with it then.
Let me
Check out the
Oh god.
check out the cistern first, and then kind of find a way to. Oh wait, no, we're stealing the boat, right?
Yes, we're stealing the boat.
We plot so much, and it's all for nothing when we
We
finally
do a lot of
decide.
talking. Before we leave the crypts, can I check out the coffins or the crypts wherever the dead are? I want to
Go ahead.
see what's going on with that.
Roll me investigation. You know what? All you're doing is pushing the lid off of something. You shove, like, the lid off of one of these coffins, and it clatters with a loud thunk, and you are met with a very empty coffin.
Art, maybe this is just because I have some experience with coffins and crypts and being dead, but normally these are filled, correct?
Didn't Caspian say that they usually throw their dead into the sea, so maybe...
Well, they-
Then what's the point of this place?
They tend to. Sometimes they put them there. We don't just have a crypt of empty coffins down here for the most part.
Considering we're dealing with a necromancer, I wouldn't be surprised if
You decide to bolster his ranks a bit.
I can wonder, like, investigate if there's any, like, names or indication of who these people were to see if we're maybe dealing with
Can I
a
roll?
race saint.
Can
Can I roll Arcana to see, like, if there's traces of magic that have been used around the coffin?
You can both do that.
What am I? Investigation or
boy.
something else?
You can
Can
do
I get
investigation.
help, Delphina?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can Percy also?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Wander, goddamn.
Oh,
What
wait,
if
no, I
it's
rolled
just
a
like got the fucking deer stalker on, got a bubble pipe, Magnifying glass.
Sherlock
Oh my
Holmes
I mean,
has
they're just
logged
trying to
in.
read names. They're trying to read. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, Mike
Magnifying glass to read!
and Delphina, with your combined powers, you Voltron a little bit of a brain cell between the two of you, and
Voltron.
you can in fact detect like an essence that someone has been down here tampering with things that they should
Oh
not.
dear. Well, that's just absolutely PG.
Oh, so he's, raised the dead. I mean, that's not surprising, necromancer.
How many coffins are there down here?
There's lots of coffins down here.
Did Wanda get any like names from the things?
Oh yeah, Wander. You kind of like look around through the coffins, and it's for the most part it's like normal like regular pirate names or normal common names like regular like family type things. A lot of them look fairly old. It kind of looks to you like people likely gave up on proper burials a while ago. However, you do see one coffin far in the back, and as you kind of like dust off the nameplate, you just kind of see like kind of a very like crusted over like rusted like plate of something, and this name says Oldoros on it.
Oldoros.
Is
Is that a
it
name we've heard?
Not, I haven't said it before, if that's what you're asking.
Is it empty?
You can check!
Wonder is checking if it's empty.
Wonder you push that big old stone coffin lid off of it, and boy howdy, is that coffin empty.
Caspian?
Yeah.
Does the name Oldoros mean anything to you?
Oldoros was, oh boy, very ancient saint, long ago. I believe he was, I think he was actually killed in the same incident that took down the Titan. He wasn't much of a Isidon type person intended to run with the pirates, as it were, but I think he gave the attempt to fight against the Fey Lord at one point and didn't end up winning that one.
I think he might be taking a stroll, as it were.
Wonderful. Amazing.
Amazing. You know, this just keeps getting better and better.
This is so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So we have another sea saint wandering around. Oh, Yuli's going to love this
Wait.
one.
Hold on. Is this... Hold on. Shit. This is... I don't know. If they resurrected... A small object made out of Saint's blood can control a Titan. I don't know if you can resurrect a pile of bones to have blood again, but maybe Saint's bones would have the same effect, or maybe these two are tied up together somehow.
Depending on... Some of us have very different anatomy, I suppose. Some of us don't decompose the same, depending on how mortal your parents would be, depending on how what your parents are, per se. Sometimes saints are perfectly preserved as they are. I'm not exactly sure who Oldoros' parents were, per se, but it's no stretch of the imagination.
Right, well... I wouldn't be surprised then if we see those two together somehow. Or at
So-
least that we encounter both of them at some point.
We gotta prepare to fight a saint and a titan. The saint is
Somehow
a...
this just keeps getting better.
Oh, it's wonderful. We are
Saint
gonna have
and
such a great time.
a Saint and a crack second Titan.
Oh,
Yep.
Pike.
Wanna just squishes Pike. Hug time.
Aww. Pike hugs back.
Caspian hugs the both of them. Oh boy.
It's much
Alright.
harder when you're smaller, isn't it?
It's really hard when I'm small. My arms are so tiny.
Is everything okay? Like, looking between the three.
Yeah, what Percy said.
Oh, you know. Just things. I
Alright,
suppose
well.
we should take these.
Right.
If anything, it would be Pike's story to share, but
Like, if you need a second to step away from things and catch your breath, just say so.
we lose Pike.
Pike is here.
Sorry. I could not pass that last bit. What did you say?
Oh, I said, well, like, if you need a second to step away and catch your breath, just, you know.
Yeah,
I think
that might help.
I think Percy and Micah were slightly confused as to why the group is having a hug session, and wondered like, if anything, it's Pike's story to share. So
I was too busy thinking about how cute it was that Pike and Wonder
One brain cell.
Pike is actually just my self-insert, guys.
Right. Go steal ghost shit.
Yeah, just steal a ship. It'd be so fun.
Pike's gonna take a deep breath and stop it. And like, hey, guys, wait. If it's anything like a kraken, which it just seems like it is, be careful, you know? Whatever you're thinking, it'll be like, they're worse than that.
Well, we're fighting a Titan,
I know.
so
We'll be careful, like.
We'll be careful.
Thank you. I don't want to lose anyone again.
Aw.
Yeah.
you won't lose us, Pike.
Pike.
Promise.
We're exceptionally resilient.
Percy will
I
give
know.
Mike, like, what he hopes is a comforting squeeze on the arm. Gone.
Pike gives Percy's hand a squeeze back and squeezes Delphina's shoulder. It's like, yeah, thanks, guys.
Micah just nods at Pike and says, we'll be alright. And hey, anything? Most of us know some form of healing magic. I'm sure that even if one person is momentarily disposed of, we can get them back.
we have the dice.
We
We have
should
the dice.
find a shop to stock up on any health potions or anything like that,
Ooh, that
just to be
Those
safe.
are expensive, but alright.
Well,
no, like
luckily we always seem to run into one shopkeeper, so maybe we
Oh.
can convince him to help us.
Yes, let's go see if we can find Calgronos.
Caspian, have you met Calgranos?
Me and Calgranos are very acquainted with each other.
Isn't he great? I
What does
absolutely
that
acquainted?
mean?
Oh,
Out of character, in character, Pike would never think this, but out of character, pumpkin? Pumpkin!
Caspian,
Again,
Caspian's
are your
crossing.
two OCs fucking?
I'm looking. I'm perceiving.
Caspian's crossing his arms and walking out of the crypt.
Micah's following, and he's like, isn't he great? I just think he's wonderful.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's like super epic and everything.
Is this
Oh my-
gonna be like a?
Oh my God, were they
awkward
roommates?
high or
Is it gonna be a what?
like an awkward high and back or?
Oh, you
Keep
know.
asking if you're going to be weird about it.
I'm not weird about anything. I'm fine.
Oh,
Don't
I
they,
in front of
disagree.
Calveranos.
I strongly disagree.
they were definitely fucking.
They were.
Yeah.
You know, Caspian, please don't try and make it awkward. We have a rapport with Calveranos.
How am I the one that's making anything
I would like
awkward?
to not pay a lot of money to
Exactly.
get healing potions.
Pike's in the background, just like they were roommates.
Oh my god.
God.
One that
Yes,
kind
please.
of like shoulder bumps him and he's like, you know, that's actually where I got that weird little cursed chip.
What did you used to pay for?
Oh, money, gold.
Hope so.
Wait, didn't I thought Wander got that ship for free.
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
idea.
been a long time.
No, I
You
don't
did.
think- Did they?
Yeah.
I thought I paid for it. Oh.
I thought they paid for it too.
I can't remember.
I don't think that Calgranos would give away. I think he gave them a discount because it has cursed people in it.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was a
That's what it
discount.
was. It was a discount.
I was about to say, Calgranos, would someone have something for free?
Alright.
Since when?
Go
The only
We
thing
love
we
our
got
cat-
for free was that broken book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love our capitalist king.
Yeah. Oh, very
Yes,
much a
we love
capitalist.
Calveranos. We love him very much.
Summoning, manifesting.
Calveranos.
This door. This
Calveranos.
door. This door.
We're just like opening and closing and opening and closing and opening.
Calgranos,
Yeah.
are you there? And then someone's like taking a bath. They're like, close the door. After some opening, screaming, yelling, you guys are like walking around this. You do manage to like go into like a back alley, and open a very familiar door, and the bell chimes a bit, and you can see a very familiar, very large lich with the tiniest, bittiest pair of reading glasses, reading a book at his counter.
Close. We've missed you.
It seems that you guys are everywhere. Wonderful.
Yeah, we do a lot of traveling these days.
Oh, so lucky for me. Love seeing your faces, of which I do not think are ugly.
I'm sure you like seeing our gold more. So,
Exactly.
what do you have for sale?
I have. If you have gold, I have the merchandise.
All right. Well, say we're going to be fighting against something that may, to put it very, very politely, kick our asses and shove things up them. Would you have anything that might, I don't know, be kind of healing focused or I don't know, like damage focused or something like that?
Well,
You have
I
anything
mean,
that will kill a titan?
Okay. Well.
I was about to offer you a very luxurious kind of lube for having things put up your asses, but it
Oh
seems
wait.
that
No, I'll take that too. I'll take that too.
well, all right. If you want it.
Percy gives me a good thumbs up.
If I'm gonna, I suppose that why would I not enable your degenerate behavior? It's fine.
How much?
3 gold.
Micah hands over the 3 gold.
He hands you over a fucking vat of lube.
Oh my god, this is huge.
I am a man.
Please look at Discord.
Oh no. I'm looking at Discord. Oh no. Did you fuck my brother, Cockroach?
Also, can I say that like Wonder has been like arm in arm with Caspian the whole time because they find short Caspian endlessly amusing and endearing.
Yes. You walk in with short Caspian on your arm, and as you do, Calgranos, his eyes fall upon you, and he goes, "Oh! Well, look who it is! You!" And Caspian's like ears kind of flop to the side of his head, and he goes, "Hi, Calgranos."
Pike is making that exact expression from the picture at Calgranos.
Well, it seems I see that you have a new little friend here. He's like, they're bigger than me right now. Usually I'm bigger than them, but and he's like, yes, I see. Some things certainly do seem to shrink in size, do they not? He's like,
Oh my god.
he's like, first of all, When you use a shrinking potion on me, I don't know what you expect to happen.
Okay, homosexuals, we have something to do here.
That's
So,
very true.
Listen, I'm just...
Delphina kind of waves her hand in the air, like,
Oh, yes, healing.
for
anything.
later.
Yeah, Delphina's right. We do have a job, and this does have kind of like a probably very important like restriction.
You just
Oh, yeah,
came in
so
here. You just
healing
came in
is
here and you brought loot from me. You are not one to be judging anyone on such a thing.
Well, see, the thing is I can judge Casper, but not myself. I'm a hypocrite.
Oh my goodness. He kind of sits up from his desk and his many cats kind of like hop up onto like bookshelves and things, and he closes his book and he looks at you and goes, "So you want healing potions?" Is it what?
Healing
Healing
anything to heal
potions
a titan.
Anything that would assist us in killing a Titan that's been risen from the dead.
Like, I don't know, poison.
Ha! You
Oh.
want poison to kill something that's already dead? Immortal. Oh, so cute. So ugly, but so cute. He
No,
kind of
what do you
like...
suggest then?
Considering you're a lich, figured you would know something that can kill something that's already dead.
You want me to be traitor?
Yes, for the right price.
I suppose so. He like kind of glances around and he goes, "Well, for us, an undead titan, as you say, healing titans, regular as they are, is very, very illegal. So I do sell things that can take care of the job, but I do not think they will be very helpful for you. However, he kind of like, he like goes into the back, and he like, you hear him like
Guys,
dragging
everyone has
something.
gone quiet or I lost connection again.
Oh, did you lose connection?
Oh, there
Oh,
they
there,
are.
there.
They
Oh.
just
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
they predicted their own death.
Yep. Rip to a legend, we hardly knew ya.
There we go.
I hardly knew you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hey, wow.
That was incredibly
Wow.
ominous.
Yeah.
Ominous.
That ship with more than coin.
The ghosts were coming.
You guys, Kalgronos comes to the back and he drops what is essentially a gigantic sledgehammer on the counter, and he goes,
Whoa.
"Here's the thing. Titans have fun little glass ball inside of them. You smash it, and their brain stops working properly.
Oh.
Killing them, a little bit more of a struggle. But getting rid of their power source tends to be helpful."
You know,
Well,
I think that's exactly what we're in the market for.
Yes. And then
Wander, could you wield that?
Can Wanda go pick it up? Or
Yeah,
try
go
to,
ahead.
at least.
Go on.
What do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll strength. Why not?
Oh no. Please, 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 please. Ah!
Oh
Can I
no.
get-
Wander.
can I try?
Oh yeah, go
Just for
ahead.
funsies.
Wander, you go to pick it up.
Okay,
with
wait,
all
I
your
want
big,
to try.
beefy
I want
muscles.
Delphina to try as well.
All your big beefy muscles. You can feel it in your core. You absolutely do not pick this up at all. Oh my god. Kalgronos watches all three of you try to collectively try and lift this giant hammer off of his fucking off
Wait,
of his bench.
I need Pike to try.
I want to try again.
Uh-oh.
Pike, did you
Hello?
wanna try?
Yeah. Pike flexes.
Oh!
God!
All of you fail in your except for all of you but the fish fail this. You like children trying to pull like the sword of King Arthur out of some stone at the county fair. You cannot imagine to even like lift this like an inch off the ground. Pike, however, you grab this fucking thing by its handle. You squat. You have perfect form. You lift this thing and you fling it over your head triumphantly.
Pike doesn't have the brain cells to know that it should be heavy.
Oh my God. See, okay,
Way to
anytime
go,
you
Pike.
address Pike as the fish or like fish, my brain pictures the fish like news anchor from SpongeBob.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
pictured the fish in the restaurant.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Looks like embarrassed. Shoots a little grin at Caspian. Is like, I tried too hard to impress you. That didn't
Oh.
work."
Did I impress you, Caspian?
You both always impress me. I'm very impressed by the both of you today. And Colgranos goes, ugh!
Oh my god. Alright, we have the thing for the heart, I suppose.
Okay, what about healing potions?
He
For
kind
us,
of
preferably, I think. I don't know how we would deal with the Titan.
Yes, for us.
Yeah.
he picks up a couple potions from the back and sets them on the counter as well.
Alright, how much are the potions?
I'll give you 3 for 20 gold.
Mm.
I can cover it. Wait, I have less gold than I thought.
How
I can still cover it, but I will have less.
we're trying to do a good thing here. How about you make it 10?
Roll me persuasion. Oh shit! Colgranos, wooed by your amazing girl bossism, he shrugs and he goes, "Alright, I'll do 10."
Oh my god.
He
Alright.
shoves them over to you.
He slides them the 10 gold back.
So that's 3 potions.
If you want, you can pass them around like a subpar wine to each other.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Everyone has a sip.
I suppose. Now, in case this possibly becomes a problem, let's say this undead titan happened to have been charmed by the Fae. Do you have anything that would help with that?
He kind of, despite his face being a literal skull, he like kind of seems to frown at that somehow, and he goes, "That is a bit of a difficult one. There is no cure for Fae charming. If this is actually charmed, as you would say, I don't see anything good coming from that."
Hair base.
Spray Pike immediately uses it on Foxglove.
Yes.
So, then I suppose we'll just have to put the titan down. I assume the charm doesn't go away after death.
Yeah,
Mm,
unfortunately.
I have yet to see anyone resurrect something that is charmed by, but from what I can recall from the necromancy that I definitely do not do because it's illegal in all the cities that my shops are in,
Of course. Yes.
yeah, something tends to... The charm depends on a functioning brain, I suppose. Titans do not have this. He kind of like gestures to what you would assume is like the large glass ball that he's talking about that like acts as a heart. And he looks over at Caspian and he goes, "Would you not say that one of these things counts as a new life force of this creature?" And Caspian kind of shrugs and he's like, I suppose, yes. They have to be remade every time. So, let's say that if the one that was possessed by the Fae is destroyed, there is no resemblance of that past existence, yes? And Caspian kind of shrugs and he's like, I suppose.
So,
So maybe it still has the old heart. They didn't replace it. They just brought it back.
Can you resurrect an old titan heart?
No, either they did something to the existing heart, or the heart was destroyed when the sea god killed it. Suppose that there's no way to know unless you open it up.
right. Guess we should go do that then.
Yep, time to go steal a ship.
Time to go steal the
But-
ship. Goodbye,
before they-
Colorado.
Before they leave, after the the sledgehammer flop, Wonder will have been like excitedly running around the shop looking at everything, dragging Caspian around by default because they're still attached by the arm, but
Oh god.
just like looking at all like the baubles and the cats.
Aw.
Wander, as you look at the cats, a particular one seems to leer down upon you. It's very fat. It's very white.
Oh my god.
Its eyes are very wide as it stares at you.
Does it look particularly seal-shaped?
It looks very ball. If a ball was a cat, this is what this cat would look like.
Coco
Oh
cameo.
my god. Coco.
It stares
One
at
is
you.
gonna try and pet the cat.
Wander, you pet the cat, smacks you away. Ha!
Knock down.
Cats always try and fight me for my fish.
Wander, this cat jumps down in front of you. It's like
Uh-oh.
sitting on like a lower bookshelf. Rolls over and exposes its stomach to you.
It's a trap! Dang
I
it!
feel like
It's
it's
very
taunting
round.
me, but I will give in. Belly scritches.
Ha! It smacks you again.
Ah!
It has like like for a moment you swear that you see like a grown man's like hyper realistic pale hand smack you away.
You know, Wanda, I feel like when a cat has just smacked you away from petting it and then it exposes its belly to you, it's about to smack you again.
Do not trust
But
cats.
that's around.
Oh, absolutely. However, maybe when a cat like smacks you, you shouldn't know.
The lure of the forbidden fluff cannot be denied.
It can be. Now let's go.
Maybe
Forbidden
if
chunk.
maybe Wonder is gonna take some of the Russians out of the pack and like tear up a piece of like I don't know jerky or something. Try and feed the kitty.
You can feed the cat if you'd like.
Yeah.
Wonder, you feed this cat. It greedily it inhales it like a vacuum. It is still
Wow.
sitting there, very orb-like.
One more pet attempt after the feeding.
Wander, you pet this cat. You've got like a hand. The hand moves like one pet, two pet. Ha!
Progress. I think I should just keep feeding it.
You know, Wanda, in my opinion, I think it's been fed a fair amount already.
The cat almost
Mikey,
falls
you
off.
calling
of the
this cat
bookshelf.
fat?
Yes, I am calling the cat particularly fat. It's literally like it looks like a bowling ball, Wanda.
Hey, I resent that. She's very politely shaped.
She's
She-
fat.
Politely shaped.
Does her name happen to be Coco?
Its name is unpronounceable by mortal standards.
What would be the closest pronunciation?
Oh!
What the fuck was that?
That's how you pronounce its name by mortal standards.
You cut out.
You cut out.
Oh, did I?
Which is honestly works. That
You,
that
you
feeds
sounded
into
like
it.
you sounded like that meme of that guy who's just like, oh, and then disappears.
Now that we've pet the cat, I do have to agree with Delphina that we probably should get on with the trying to make sure that we don't get smashed and crashed and dashed by a Titan.
Wanda gives one last look at the cat. I will be back.
The cat
Micah.
rolls. The cat rolls so far that it nearly like rolls off of the bookshelf because it is so round.
Micah pats Wander's heart and says, "We can find another cat to pet later, or you can pet Fox. You can pet.
Don't pet Foxglove!
You
Don't
can
pet
pet
Foxglove!
Smudge. You can pet Smudge.
Foxglove is staring out of the bag at the mention of his name. He
I
extends
did not
a-
mention his name.
He extends a
You can-
gross tiny finger.
You can pet Smudge. He loves pets.
Percy lowers his fingers for Foxglove to grab.
Alright.
He bites you.
Alright,
What?
you go back in the bag now. No biting. We talked about this. Alright, yep, go back in there.
I'll tell Smudge to go up to you later when we're not currently working towards being in danger and all.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I thought I was cutting out again. It's
Oh, no,
fine.
you're good.
Don't worry.
Fine.
It's fine. We go.
So, are you guys... So, are you
Hold
guys
on.
in the... Oh,
Percy will be the last to leave. He
okay.
looks like this. He slides him 3 gold.
Oh, wait, you said who 3 gold?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Calgranos.
Oh, Colgranos takes the 3 gold, and he's like, what is this for?
That loop.
Oh, he like grabs it, he lifts like the giant fucking jug on the counter for you.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a jug. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I am a man of great quantity and quality.
I
I'll put
wonder
it-
where you got that from.
He'll put it in the bag. Good doing business. He'll catch up with the others.
He yells,
Percy, you got some too.
I was trying to be discreet, but yes.
Colgrano yells, happy humping as you leave. Oh my god.
We can be loop buddies, Micah.
Oh, yeah. Micah
Please
puts out
never say that again.
Micah
He
puts out his
fist
hand
bumps
for a
Micah
fist
and
bump.
he looks at Delphina. Sounds like someone's jealous. They are a loop buddy.
Dear Sokonos, it's me again.
Oh,
You
she's
can
pressing
take-
that.
This again. At any point, you could just take me away from this nonsense.
Oh, come on, Delphina. We had a moment earlier. We were being dicks together. It was great.
I was telling it how it was.
Okay.
Sure. He's smiling. He's feel one out. Alright, boat stealing time.
Boat stealing time. We're gonna go steal the boat now.
I miss being on a boat.
So
Well, you'll get.
did you
Go
guys
ahead.
want to give your stuff back to Elithil, or did you guys want to go straight to boat theft?
Boat.
Our
boat.
stuff? What stuff are we to give back?
The
Oh,
stuff
the
that
news?
the stuff that you found.
Oh, I got the news. I'm like, what are we giving back? My stuff. Yeah,
Pike
not my
gives, no, Pike gives Elithil a shiny rock.
Oh.
Elithil looks down at it.
I don't know if you remember, but I used to find these to you. You probably
Yep.
don't remember.
I feel like we've been over this.
I know.
I don't remember because I've never met you before, little creature. You're very nice. You're very sweet, but I've never had any children.
I know, but take the shiny rock anyway.
For you, I will take the shiny rock. Thank you. And she pats you on the head.
Pike is just loving it.
Oh.
Oh.
Aro, go follow them and make sure that they don't try and pick up any shiny rocks while they're trying to assist a mutiny. And she puts it in her pocket. And a twink is in hot pursuit of all of you.
Micah
What?
looks appreciatively at his ass.
Oh my god.
God.
Is there any other kind of pursuit when it's a twink?
Well, now that you say that, the twink looks up at Caspian and goes, haven't seen you in a while. And Caspian's like, do not talk to me.
Oh my god.
Pike makes the face again.
Did you
Alrighty.
fuck my brother, Arl?
Pingy,
We-
did you fuck my brother?
Pinky, did you fuck my brother?
We had some ships.
Oh, yes. We need a boat.
How are you guys gonna steal a boat?
Alrighty.
You get on the boat and then you turn the wheel.
Well, I'm trying to. What's your guys' game plan?
I saw them do this on Pirates of the Caribbean. We're set.
Oh boy.
Pirates of the Caribbean exist.
If Paddington 2 exists, then Pirates of the Caribbean can exist.
If Shrek exists, if Megamind exists.
Will Turner kitties.
It's my favorite book.
Wait, actually, never mind. Pirates of the Caribbean can't exist because Will Turner's on like a Sporbo board.
Oh my god.
It's
And
just
bad.
And I borrowed elements of his character heavily.
It's
If you can have Paddington too, I can have pirates.
God damn it.
It's just Micah has a kin list. Kids will-
How many skeletons are on the kin list?
Oh my god. Oh,
The
Garfunkel
look at
kin
more
list!
convoluted. What?
Garfunkel kin list! You're welcome.
Oh my god.
Alright, is there anybody on the ship right now?
What ship are you talking about? You guys are
The
like,
ship we're gonna steal!
what ship are you guys gonna steal? You're like, we're just gonna
I
steal
know,
the
guys.
ship.
Ghost ship!
I don't think Pumpkin is just gonna let us say we steal a ship. I don't think that's
Ghost
happening.
ship!
We
The
have to
ghost
find
ship
it
is
first.
full of. First, you have to find it. Second of all, it's full of dead things.
I mean, so was the crypt, and we just came back from there.
The crypt wasn't full of dead things. The dead things in the crypt are on the ghost ship.
Can we look around for other ships that they might like then?
I
mean, we could try to steal the ghost ship. We just gotta find it. You know.
We just have to point. We're in a freaking pirate island. Just point in a direction. There will be a ship, probably.
feel like where do you guys intend on
In the
taking?
Pirate Queen!
Where do you guys
Pirate
intend on
Queen.
taking the ship? Are you just gonna just intend to like go out? You know, where do you guys think that? What are you guys doing?
Famon somehow, so maybe stealing his ship.
This is why I said we should encourage Phaemon to attack Isidon, so then we can board with him.
That
Yeah,
might
but
be
it
a better idea than just going off into the middle of the ocean.
The whole time floating away.
You're like, bye, sailing away. And he's like,
Okay,
you don't
the
even
problem-
know what kind of boat that he has to steal it. You're just gonna.
Okay, but the problem is, Delphina, if we convince him to attack Isidon now, then he might actually get away with it if we don't, like, do our whole thing.
Well, if we don't do our whole... I mean, it won't be our problem either way, because we'll be dead.
It's very much my problem, actually. You know, my family lives there, and Wanda's family also lives there.
You're dead, you won't be around to care.
I'll
So,
be a really sad ghost.
we have...
You died and you're still around to care. Whoops,
I'm
I shouldn't have said
trying-
that. I'm sorry.
we'll move past it.
Ooh.
My point is, we have one chance, because if we can get him out to the open ocean, no one here, including the pirate queen, your mom who doesn't know she's your mom,
Oof.
will not be hurt. Isidon will not be hurt, and we have a chance to kill all of the rebelling pirates and this titan.
If we wanted to do this, maybe we could, not to throw you under the bus, but say the perfect time to strike. Caspian isn't in Isidon right now.
I mean, you could use me as bait or something if that's what you're getting at.
Don't want to use you as bait, but
It's like
just to
opposite
say,
bait.
like, oh, Isidon is undefended. Caspian's not there right now, you know? Perfect time to strike.
In fact, I'd say that's sort of like the opposite of being bait, because the whole point is that you're not there.
He
How
kind of
many-
like shrugs. He's like, whatever you don't like to do.
How many fleets does Phaemon have?
Arl takes out a little handbook in his pocket, and he kind of flips it and he goes,
Were you taking notes on it?
Oh, I've been taking notes on everything, actually.
Oh, thorough.
He kind of writes something down and he goes, he has precisely 20.
20 ships.
20.
20
So,
ships.
That's quite a lot of ships.
yes,
Cass-
enough that some could get slip past and still reach East to Dawn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, Caspian, I hate to ask you this after you just after you just told us all that earlier, but if, well, it isn't really an if at this point. Wait, no, I'm not even going to touch it. I have a better idea. We convince Aiden to just go out with us as a scouting sort of thing, I suppose. That might work better and just get the one ship out there without
He would
having
never.
to.
He's the leader. Trying to convince him to go out is an obvious ploy for a trap.
No, we could convince. I mean, we've been loyal to him so far.
Well,
we could
he's
convince
just
him.
had some people turn. I feel
Yeah.
like maybe he's more suspicious right now
True.
than he was before.
If we could try to convince him that having a leader that goes out first before war could be a something that.
What about this? What if we convince him to openly challenge the Pirate Queen on the high seas?
So you want to put the pirate lord in danger?
She won't show up.
Who's going to show up? One of you in drag?
I can't. I forgot that you're a fucking idiot. I can make myself appear to be her and show up on another boat.
I was this under the assumption that I knew that you could do that.
Maybe don't speak until I'm done speaking.
Oh my god.
There's something extremely wrong with you. Maybe
There's something extremely wrong with you for leaving Ethan, the one who wants to give a knife to an actual infant,
What is
alone
What is
with
the
an
I left him with Marin. What is your hang up with this
Marin
baby?
can't be around Ethan 24/7.
Neither can I.
I mean, I think a baby could use a knife. I mean, they
No,
don't have sharp
no.
teeth. You
Hey.
said this already. They don't have sharp teeth. How would they eat their food?
Pike, I'll
No
address
offense.
this with you later.
Like, no offense, but if I ever have children, you are not allowed near them when they are infants.
That's hurtful.
I don't want you bringing knives near them.
How do they eat? Are they supposed to just gum at the fish?
They
Yes,
don't eat fish.
but that isn't the point. The point is that we have to go and do this.
We have to get.
If I understand what Delphina is trying to propose, we maybe suggest a sort of maybe meeting between the Pirate Lord and Phaemon on the seas.
Exactly.
Delphina,
Neutral territory.
neutral territory, maybe some sort of just discussion, and then of course we don't need to bring out the Pirate Lord. Delphina can pretend to be her, and of course it's not going to be a peace talking meeting. We will just try to attack Phaemon, and he will ultimately bring out his little Titan friend.
You know what? Sounds good. I think it's a great plan. Let's do it. Let's go.
We have Phaemon and the Titan with us together, then that's just two birds with one stone. We can take care of them both without having to worry about finding the other.
And maybe the story we offer is that, I don't know, the Pirate Queen still doesn't like him, but knows how much influence he has in the city and it wants to come to some kind of agreement. I don't know if she's the kind of person who's willing to talk to.
I mean, she seemed
Is
more
that
than willing.
believable? Oh,
She
to
seemed-
us, yes, but like to him?
Well,
Is that what would they buy that? They
She
kind of
said that
look
she
over to
wanted-
Ariel.
Arl
Like-
kind of grimaces and he's like, "Well, I mean, if you're convincing enough, perhaps. If he thinks that she's run out of options."
We just need a letter. Maybe have Pirate Queen herself write it.
Yeah.
So most convincing is from her hand.
Would she be willing to?
Arl kind of shrugs and is like, I suppose you could ask her. She's a bit of a mixed bag on the things that she's
He'll
willing to...
take it. He'll take it as a sign of she's scared of him, and that'll make him a little more reckless because he'll get confident.
Oh yes.
Well, we should probably ask, and if not, I can still maybe forge one.
Alright, let's go ask her.
Yeah.
You guys go back to the throne room, where Eliphael seems to be kind of consorting with a few of different of her men. And she kind of stops and she's like, "What the? I thought you were off to go do." And she kind of gestures with her hand.
We need a prop first.
A prop.
Yep.
We need a letter from you telling you want to meet with Phaemon on the high seas for peace talks. You won't be there. We're going to kill him and his Titan.
You want to send my image, even if it won't be me, you want to send my image out there for others people to see, to think that oh, you are out of your minds.
Alright, what do you think?
Do you want him dealt with or not?
Yeah, what do you think? What's your idea then? Because we are trying
Please give us a plan.
to solve your problem here. We are trying to figure out this whole Titan thing too. We're trying to get the both of them in the same spot in the sea. Seems to be the best case scenario. Meeting with you on the seas. I get it, your image, but I mean, what? Are you more worried about your image right now, or keeping your little throne?
We have done a lot for you. You should remember that.
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh.
One of us.
Fuck me.
Perception!
Perception.
Oh shit.
You crazy
That's probably why I was.
You foolish bitch.
Perception is what you roll when you're
Yes,
standing in a
again,
staring
that's
contest.
perception.
Did you roll perception again?
Listen, okay.
You have one fucking brain cell and it's not working today.
This has been one of the worst weeks of my job ever.
Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no!
You shut your whore mouth.
You're struggling in capitalism! Anyways,
Aren't
we're
we
gonna
all
take...
struggling in capitalism?
How could this happen to me? We're gonna go with Percy's 18 persuasion. The pirate, she pauses and she kind of thinks of that. She goes, "Fine. Alright. What do you need from me?"
We need a
I
letter.
just told you.
A request for peace talk. You know these seas better than us. You can pick what you think would be a reasonable spot for the peace talks, and we'll head over there. You don't need to come. You can stay here. Delphina can transform into you, so you won't be put in danger. And then just a peace talk letter, as convincing as you can make it.
Delphina will, transform into her to kind of show off, look, I can look like you.
Yep, so that's all we need. Just something. And preferably a way to probably send it. I mean, we could send it. Maybe Arl, since Arl can also transform, he can either go as his pingy self or something else. I do worry that if we personally hand the letter over, if he does end up suspecting something suspicious, he might be suspicious of us.
Pinky self.
The pirate queen nods and she kind of goes
Pinky
over
soda.
to a pinky soda. She goes over to a little desk kind of on the other side of her throne room, and seems to kind of write something quickly down, and then comes back and hands it all over to you all, and she's like, well, I trust that you will get this done properly then.
As
If it
best as we can.
doesn't,
We'll certainly
Well.
try our best.
She kind
And
of
plus, if you're worried about your image, if we succeed, you have plenty of time on this throne to fix it up. I'm sure, however, it will be fine.
I hope so. And she kind of nods at you all and kind of seems to go back to discussing ways to protect the city with the pirates that are around her.
Alright, he'll look over to Arl. He's like, alright. I don't know if you want to, as your disguised self, deliver this, or some sort of courier. Again, I do fear if we're the ones to hand it to him, he might find it a little suspicious, and we want him 100% to be trusting of us. So I'd rather not take any risky moves.
Arl kind of taps his earring and transforms into his tiefling kind of disguise, and he nods and he goes, "Well, sounds good. Were any of you going to come with me?"
Suppose we could. Maybe we could enter yeah. My idea is maybe you go, we follow, we enter shortly after you, make it look like we weren't together in a group.
It sounds like a good idea. He kind of he starts back towards the cistern again, and he kind of glances behind you guys to make sure that you're kind of like a decent ways behind him.
Yeah.
And then he slips back through the cistern, back through the pipe, and Phaemon is kind of like standing with all of with like a large crowd of his pirates. And Pingy the Tiefling struts up, and you see him say something to Phaemon, who immediately tears open the letter, and seems to hold it up to the light to read it. And he goes, "Boys! Our moment has come. The Pirate Lord wants to meet us on the high seas."
Oh my.
And he kind of makes a pause, and he kind of looks around and he goes, This is what we've been waiting for. This is our time." And he kind of seems to kind of like go into the back of the room to a large bundle of crates, and he goes, If we're able to assassinate the Pirate Lord, on top of launching our fleet to Isidon, nothing will be able to stop us. We can launch at dusk." And he seems to... There's kind of like a wild look in his eyes. And Arl kind of nervously glances behind him at all of you.
Can Percy roll something to see if he's like... If there's like any charm like looking thing going on with Phaemon? What
particularly are you looking for?
If there's a kind of like a look in his eyes that kind of like indicate maybe, because like the idea that maybe like the Titan charming influencing, like if it's, you know, if there's some sort of charming going on, I guess, like there's I don't know how you would like.
No, I get what you mean. Yeah. Do you want to roll Arcana or what did you want to roll?
My perception's higher, but I can roll Arcana if you want me to.
You can roll Perception. I'll let it happen.
Never mind.
Oh, man, that is one crazy ass guy. That's the only thought that runs through your mind.
Micah's gonna kind of clear his throat and say, might just be me, but wouldn't it be better to assassinate the Pirate Lord? Show everyone in the city that you did so and amass their support before going off to Isidon? That way you'd have more manpower.
Why would I need their support? I have all the manpower that I could need now. Having her head on top of it. Oh, now that would be beautiful poetry, don't you think?
I mean, just a suggestion. You know?
Oh, sure.
If you think this amount of, I mean,
if you think 20 ships is going to be enough against, someone that can command the ocean.
Why are we trying to get him to act totally out of character? Is this not the plan?
We're trying to get back later.
But we go at... Never mind, I'll just... It's like tonight.
just a suggestion, obviously, but you know,
Just a suggestion. You are
I'm a,
the leader. You can do whatever you want. Just a suggestion, because if
I was thinking,
they do have a god on their side, so maybe the more manpower, the
Percy.
better. Again,
they have a god, and have you seen that what's his name, Harley?
Carly.
The whole sinking ships thing kind of seems like he could do that on a massive scale. Maybe it would be better to, have the whole might of the city behind you rather than 20 ships that could be taken down easily by, a sea god and a charge.
Micah and Percy. Feynman gleefully grabs you both and kind of holds you by the shoulders under his arms, and he goes, "I am so glad that the two of you brought that up. Allow me to show you." And he kind of like scrunches you up a little bit underneath his arms, and he kind of gleefully walks over to the back of the cistern, and he goes, "Winterwater has been so generous to give these to us so early. Let me
I don't
show
know who
you."
that is, but also I have a problem with physical contact. Could you let me go, please?
Oh, there'll be plenty of physical contact when you're hand-to-hand in battle, sword fighting and plunging your weapon through the beating heart of another pirate. It'll be wonderful. And he does let you go, but he kind of pushes you a little bit, and he walks over to this big-ass cargo cart that's in the back, and he goes, "Feast your eyes, boys," and he grabs the kind of the front-facing lid of this crate, and he smacks it down. This crate is about the size of him, so about 6 foot tall. And he, as the lid falls to the floor, you see a giant a giant boulder size of one of those purple rocks that you had seen before, and it's kind of casts a sickening violent glow across the room. And he goes, "Feast your eyes. We have several shipments that came in these today."
It's not boulder.
as long
Boulder.
Rock.
as
Small
long as
boulder.
Percy's not touching it, it's fine, right?
You're uncomfortable at how directly in contact this seems to be, but it doesn't have the same effect as though you were touching it.
Right, and Feynman, out of curiosity,
What
what
is it?
is that? Because sorry, it just looks like a rock to me.
It does look like a rock, but it's more than a rock. And he kind of,
Boulder.
It's a shiny rock.
"It's a boulder. It's a boulder."
It's a boulder. It's a large rock the size of the small rock.
Feynman gleefully stands beside it, and he goes, "I have several other compartments of this on the ship, but this," and he kind of stands and he's like, "This will render our god completely useless in her endeavors. It's not enough to distract Yuli. It's not enough to distract Caspian while they're out there. These are," and he kind of clenches his fists in excitement, and he goes, "These will bring the gods to their knees, you understand?"
Sort of, but I still don't know what they are. I don't know
going-
how large. Are we going to throw them? The two of them?
Oh, absolutely not. All that we have, I've stockpiled a ship full of plenty of them. All that we have to do is expose Yuli to them. Have her drive the ship containing them up first, of course, and then she'll do as she always does when she sees a delightful little boat sailing off in the sea and get too close. It'll render her completely unconscious. She won't be able to do a thing."
So it's like an EMP type of thing?
To be quite honest, I'm not exactly sure what they are. I just know what they do. And they do something that's very helpful to us. And if we keep the monster at bay long enough, perhaps it'll give our little friend enough time to do away with her as she's occupied, perhaps. But maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Sounds like when is the Pirate Lord meeting with you?
It seems that she said at dusk, so within a few hours or so.
Pike's just staring there. Kill Bill sirens going off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
I guess we'll leave it at those.
We should go get ready then.
Where
Yep.
did we leave Caspian?
Caspian is kind of like, he's kind of like on, not like in the cistern, but on the hallway, like outside of it, very, very much listening in.
Okay.
Are we all like leaving the system to go like?
Yep.
Alright, good, because I realized we kind of forgot a part of our plan. Is the whole Delphina's gonna need a ship if she's pretending to be.
Well, we may know if the person who knows how to drive a ship got here. I wonder how they got here. Crazy.
Looks at Caspian.
Caspian is having a mild nervous breakdown inside of his head.
Oh no, come on.
Caspian, I'll need you with me. It'll lend credence.
What?
Credence-
I don't think that.
That might be a
Would-
bad idea.
Do you think Caspian being on the ship with Feynman is better?
No,
If-
but as in like Caspian shouldn't be seen with the pirate lord.
He's going to think that it's some kind of attack. There's no way he's going to want me to be out there.
Once we disguise, it's fine. Just sail the ship so Delphina, do our thing, and then we'll deal with it, and it's fine. Isidon won't be in danger.
He's very clearly nervous, but he goes, "Oh,
Yes,
all
it'll
right."
be fine. Deal with
come on,
it.
Caspian. Trust.
I have very little trust. This plan makes me very
All right,
nervous.
big brain. Let's
Peter-
hear your plan then.
My plan would drown all of you. So you know what? We'll go with yours.
Exactly.
Listen, this is a situation, but this is what we got,
We'll pull through.
and we'll pull through.
He's deeply breathing, but he's like, all right, what
Deep breaths, okay?
do you need my ship?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well, all right, and he leads you all down to the docks. And you at first kind of stop and see there's you really don't see anything at first. It's just kind of like a large open space of water. Down kind of
Great
near
ship you've got here.
Caspian looks at you, Micah, and he kind of stomps his feet on the docks for a moment, and you kind of hear like a mild rumbling noise, and up from the bottom of the ocean rises a fairly decently sized ship. The only difference is that there's dark blue kind of wood instead of like the normal brown. It boasts a large black sail. And he kind of like it kind of like splashes everyone with like seawater as it kind of rises up from the waterbed, and he goes, "Thank you," or rather like it.
See, it's very nice, but my only problem is it's rather recognizable as, uniquely yours, isn't it?
I mean, I haven't really flown it. None of the people, hopefully, for the most part, should be alive the last time that I sailed this, so.
Well,
It should be fine then. I guess you and Delphina can stay together, wait for dusk, and then we'll join. The rest of us will join with the Pirate Lord.
oh, wait. Are we going with Feynman or the pirate? Or Dolphin?
I assume we're going with Feynman. He'll be very.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And
And then we
then
can stab him in the back when
Yeah.
when things get stabby.
yes.
Wonderful. Great. See y'all later.
Good luck, Delphina. You got this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have the utmost faith in you.
Yes.
Yeah. You really better do this, cause you lay some danger.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. And even so, if anything happens, he did say it would render her unconscious, not dead. I know that's not any better, but
That does not make me feel any better.
It's
We
not
can
any
hope-
better, but unconscious is better than dead. So her
And we
life
can-
isn't quite in danger, but we will try to avoid any of this happening if we can.
And we can hopefully deal with the Titan before anything. It'll be fine. Just keep your head on straight. If it helps. Well, when a friend, mentor, person of mine used to take me on hunts, and the few times that I would get nervous, because obviously I didn't get nervous at all, but the few times that I did, he kind of informed me that, that's the whole point of bringing multiple people along. Have other people to catch you, in case things go wrong.
Aw.
Aww.
Caspian he pauses for a second and he goes, Are you going to take care of the Titan first, or are you going to take care of Phaemon first?
It's likely that, I don't know if Phaemon's going to bring his Titan out to supposedly try to kill the Pirate Lord, which Delphina try not to get killed. But if we probably will have to try to attack Phaemon first if he doesn't bring out the Titan, because if we have multiple people attacking, he might get panicked and bring out. So I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see where the night takes us. If it's a better opportunity to attack Phaemon, we'll attack Phaemon. If Phaemon brings out his Titan, then we'll deal with the Titan.
I would prefer going for Phaemon first, though, because we'll, listen to his orders, and if he's incapacitated, then they might.
True. Maybe we could. Oh. Map change.
What? Oh? What?
So you guys are going on Phaemon's ship, right?
Yeah, we're all going with Phaemon. Delphina's going with Caspian.
Alright.
Yes.
Before
So-
we leave Caspian, though, Wanda will, have a moment, but if we're not there yet, then...
I think Delphina and Caspian, are you guys trying to send her off now?
I mean, no better time, right?
Alright, a moment's probably gonna happen now.
Okay, Wanda will sort of, at least try to pull Caspian some semblance of space between them and the group.
Caspian willingly goes.
I've never seen your ship before. She's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I tend to not bring her out a lot because, the little pirate thing doesn't sit well. But I thank you. I like her a lot.
She suits you, Captain.
No.
Caspian's face goes bright red. His ears go bright red. Every most visible parts of his body go bright red, and he goes, "Thank you. I haven't been a captain in quite some time. Okay, a captain. I guess technically I am a captain. Okay, all right then. I'm gonna still talk.
Well,
That's some gay shit.
in any case, be careful.
I'll try. Always pretty careful. I think if he sends the getting impaled thing, but that's different. Once
The getting impaled thing?
Hold
Wait, hold on.
So we're not talking
I
about that one.
Wanda's gonna look over to see if he has any.
Wander, you see a very poorly healed kind of kind of scar, that's kind of in his lower, lower abdomen area.
Wanda will heal it less poorly then. Wanda will heal it properly.
He's like, thank you. I've been meaning to get that looked at. All right.
The big purple rooks freak me out
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna...
probably obvious reasons, but
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what those are, and I would be lying if I said that they didn't make me nervous as well, but here we are anyways. I will be careful, and he kind of like grabs Wander by the face and he's like, I want you to be careful too, though.
I always am.
I hope so. And just look after Pike.
I've got you to come back to, don't I?
Oh. He gives a big smile at that and he goes, I hope you do. And I just look after Pike and be careful, and he like stands on his tippy toes and he gives him a little like peck on the
Aww.
nose.
You know, I could get used to this. This is fun. Is this what it's like to you?
I don't understand how you like being smaller. I miss being big. I miss being big a lot, actually.
Well, I won't keep you then. Good luck, I guess.
He takes your hand and he kind of gives it a very soft kiss and he goes, good luck. And he starts going back off to join Delphina.
Hurry the fuck up!
Suck me! He walks up onto the ship, and he's like, I can see why Delphina has problems. Not Delphina. I can see why Ethan has problems with you.
God,
Ethan has problems with me. He is the problem.
How is he the problem?
You've met Ethan. Yes, Ethan is the problem.
I think your unhinged self is the problem. Why are you always screaming at everyone?
I am not screaming at everyone. I am talking to them how they deserve to be talked down to.
Oh my god. There's something wrong with you.
I was brutally killed and then brought back to life against my will.
Maybe we should put you back in the ground then. Make you a little less cranky.
Oh my God.
Alright, go right ahead and fuck your whole country over.
Oh my god. Such an act of self-importance.
Well, kinda hinges on me now, doesn't it?
I don't know. Maybe I could go get someone else to pretend to be the Pirate King. Maybe I'll put you in the ocean.
Before dawn, good luck.
Oh my god.
Mistake to send these lot off together.
Honestly.
She's like too much like Ethan.
I think this is the perfect bonding exercise for both of them. By the time we rejoin, they'll be the best of friends.
She's like...
She'll be like hanging him off the ship as he sails in.
She's like, you guys like my ship decoration? He's like dragging along on like a baby leash, like on the outside, like skipping across the water.
Oh my god.
Patience out the window. Alright. Caspian and Delphina are sailing off, baby leash in tow. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess we're going to the ship, with Faemon. Go over there.
Well, you guys make your way over to Faemon's ship. He kinda greets you. And he kinda leans over the railing a little bit and he goes, alright, well, in that case. He seems to pause for a moment and he goes, perhaps. He seems to be kind of like in thought for a moment. He goes, would you all like to be my scouting ship?
Scouting ship.
I don't want her trying any games. If I send you all out ahead, then you could catch Yuli if you wanted to. Just in case they try something.
To Isidon, to the peace meeting.
To the peace meeting, just in case.
The Pirate Lord have any connection to Yuli?
She could. I don't know. I know that a lot of her pirates worship Yuli. And who knows, maybe this could be some kind of plan to get rid of me.
I mean, I
I
guess
mean, maybe, but the Yuli thing kind of seems like a stretch to me.
Does it? Would it really be that sort of a stretch for them to team up against me?
Yeah, I mean, how would
honestly
they even
have no idea.
communicate? Yuli goes, and the pirate lord goes, oh my god, what a wonderful idea, Yuli. I can totally understand you. That isn't, because I can understand Yuli speak.
I mean, her priests understand her as well.
Wait, did I ask?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Well, I suppose if you want us to, we could. I would prefer to stand by my lord, you, for the peace meetings, but whatever is your command.
Roll persuasion.
Can Mega help?
Sure. Oh my god.
Please help, please help, please help, please help, please help, please help, please help.
Oh!
It's not bad, it's not bad, it's not bad, it's mid.
He puts his
wonder if
arms
I
around-
contributed to this
My
at all,
commit
but
moment.
I can want to try. I don't know.
Yeah, Iwaner can try, sure. Oh my god.
Oh.
He scoops
This
his
is what
arms.
happens when Delphina isn't there.
He, like, scoops his arms around you all and he goes, nobody likes a brown nose, son. Go on to the scouting ship.
Alright, we'll go off into the scouting ship, and if everything looks fine, we'll come back and report and... Yeah, no. Is there anything we should look out for, though?
Oh, just the giant whale god that often
Yeah,
circles
that's-
around these waters.
Yeah, that
I'll
probably...
hear her by the ease.
She does like to say E a lot. I wonder what she means by it.
You know,
He's
I'll
lost
never
in
know.
thought.
I suppose we'll go off on our scouting mission then.
We go.
Alrighty. As you guys board the scouting mission, or not the scouting ship, you notice that a lot of the cargo is just filled with like these large glowing purple stones. And it makes a fair few of you, save for Micah, pretty uncomfortable. But there's about 4 other crew members on this ship. And they seem to be just kind of loading this ship with these large crates of these rocks.
This is great.
And is it's just Micah, Percy, Wander, and Pike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So all of you are on this ship.
Phaemon's gonna come later, though, right? Or no?
Phaemon is going to follow you. You guys, in his big galaxy brain, are just like nearby in case that he thinks that Yuli is like pulling any fast ones on him.
Alright. How many crew members are on this ship?
There's 4.
4? Alright, keep that in mind. I say we get to our spot. I don't know how far Phaemon will be following, so...
As you guys kind of take off, Arl has come with you.
Pingy.
And he's just kind of like sitting on like the edge of the boat. And he leans over to all of you while the other crew members are like busying himself, and he's like, Are we gonna leave these guys alive, or?
I mean, we could just take them out. How far is Phaemon's ship following?
You can like kind of see like a smidgen of them in the distance, but like they're pretty far back.
Right, so I can't see what's going on their ship, which means they can't see what's going on our ship.
Stupendous point to make, Percy. Why don't
So-
we make use of that?
Yeah,
Does,
it's only
do
4.
any of us know how to
Oh,
know,
wait,
run this
we,
thing?
maybe we leave the one who knows how to run the ship alive.
That's just one.
I mean, unless we want to take our chances trying to drive a boat. we could keep the one that knows how to drive the boat alive once and
Could we not keep up the ruse until we absolutely have to? Unless, he knows how to drive a boat?
yeah, Pingy, you know.
Pingy winks at you, Percy, and he's like, know how to drive a lot of things.
Oh, so
boy.
problem solved. We just killed them all.
Okay. Was that a yes?
I took it as a yes.
You know how to drive a boat. Clarifying, right?
Pingy is gleefully kicking his legs as he's sitting on the side of the ship, and he goes, I know how to drive a boat.
Oh, okay. All right, then we kill everyone.
Yep. All right, Percy. You want to take the left ones, and I'll take the right ones.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. Right.
Wanda,
Amazing.
you joining me or you joining Micah?
Yeah, Wanda, come with me.
Okay.
Alright, Mike, you come with me.
Alright.
Assigned murder.
Assigned murder. I love how it's like left side, right side. There are like 3 guys on the left and 1 on.
Here, I'll even it out for you.
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Wonderful.
1 for each of us. All right. I guess we're fighting then.
I'm gonna be honest. These guys are
certainly something
these
to
guys
watch.
These guys are pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Percy he's kind of like walking up towards the 2 that him and Pike are going towards, and he's just gonna like very, very casually take out his pistol, make sure it's loaded, and then shoot one of them.
Okay.
Oh my god, he has a gun! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot. Like, I need to find out what this gun does. It does something fancy. So.
He has a fucking gun!
Actually, let me.
I need to see what it does.
Pumpkin's like, oh shit. I need to figure that out too.
Oh no, I know what his gun does. I'm just trying to. I forgot that he had it, and I forgot how to calculate gun damage.
I have a thing for the gun.
Go ahead.
He has to roll it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
That kills him. I'm gonna be honest, that kills him.
That,
Wait, oh my
that
god.
obliterates
That much
his
damage?
skull.
It's a 2d6 plus 3.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on, wait.
No, that's
wait.
pretty possible for.
Wait, hold on. That's a 2d. Hold on, wait.
Wait,
Percy,
it
you
says
just
2d6.
exploded a man.
Wait,
Yeah, it's a 2d. Wait, hold on.
It's because it's a nat 20, so it doubles.
Oh,
It
okay.
rolls it twice. The dice.
Oh, it's a crit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So usually it would have just been a 13, but because it was a crit, I did an extra 10.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you explode the guy's
I
head.
guess,
Sure,
I don't know.
sure. Why not?
I just clicked it.
You know what?
Know.
You know,
You burst him
what?
like a fucking watermelon.
You know what? I'll let it happen. These guys aren't super strong, anyways. Whatever. You know, you burst his head open.
At the same time,
Go ahead, Micah.
at the same time, Micah's gonna get his whip out and snap it towards one of the guys in front of him.
Okay. Which one? Wait, which one did you kill, Percy?
Let's he killed this guy right here.
Okay.
I'll leave the other one for Pike.
The strangely somewhat disguised as a living person, but not quite undead. Its head explodes into a bunch of pieces after you shoot him, and he falls to the ground with a loud thunk, startling the others and drawing their attention that they are clearly being fucking mutinied. Micah, you're going after him with your whip.
This one. Do I need to roll initiative or?
No, it's just like it'll be over in like 2 seconds. How much damage did it do?
6.
Yeah. My man, as you kind of like strike your whip across his face, and he kind of totters really heavily, bleeding pretty profusely. And he goes, Why?
Well, got bored.
Did you say got bored?
Got bored.
We We had guards! You could have done anything!
Yeah, you are still talking a little bit too much for my liking. Here, how about this? And he's gonna poison spray the guy in his face.
Oh my god!
Yeah, get him!
You whip him and
Christ.
you mace him.
So that's 1d12 poison damage.
Yeah, that drops him.
Ooh!
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, that drops him.
Melted his face.
With the heaving scream, his face essentially disintegrates slowly along with his head, and he too drops to the ground.
Oh dear, I didn't know it would disintegrate him.
Ooh. Wender's just gonna turn to the person in front of them and go like, I'm sorry about this, and then pump a burning smite. Not burning, sorry. What version do they have? A divine smite into their attack.
Oh god. Roll
Please be
that
good.
one
Please
for
be
me.
a good roll.
It's gonna be awful, isn't it?
Smites are always good, don't worry.
Well, I have to roll to hit first. Oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty shit, but yeah, it's fine.
That's still good.
You know, it's still decent for these guys' health. Which one you're attacking the short guy?
This
Or-
one, since Micah took out Shark, I guess.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. I thought Mike was saying them. My bad. Alright, octopus-looking thing, this, undead-looking creature,
Oh, if
Kinda-
it's undead, it does more damage. Hold on.
Yeah, it does.
1
I
second.
think, I think it does like double if it's necrotic.
No, it
Oh,
just
shit.
does an extra d8.
Oh.
Let me just roll that separate. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
shit.
Jesus! Yeah, what's that?
God,
10,
this is a
12.
fucking bloodbath.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
after-
never intended these guys to be really hard to kill anyways, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. Alright.
I mean, after our like really shit rolls earlier, these really good rolls are like kind of, great.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cathartic.
You,
Channel that inner Delphina.
this guy kind of like falls to, where did you hit him?
Just somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Stab.
What?
stab.
Oh, okay, great. You
Stab
stab
with
him.
smite.
You stab him in the chest, and he kind of like he reels back and he kind of like falls hard onto like his knees, and he's like coughing up blood, and it's like kind of trickling down from his face. And he seems to like kind of like heave and look up at you, Wander.
Oh.
Nat, what's going on? What's Pike doing?
Right, so there's octopus. Pike's
I think-
going out.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This guy's dead. This one's gone. And Shark is gone. Sorry, one
You
second.
can put if you have them
Guy,
if
we
you
have
have them on their tokens, then you can put like bunny X's on them.
I mean, if Wanda's not dead, if Octopus Guy's in Dead Wanderer, just try and finish him off.
Okay, you can finish him off if you want.
Okay, yeah, just.
Boop, he's dead.
Alright, just another stab.
Oh god,
Please,
yeah.
please, please,
Yeah.
please, go quietly, please, please, please.
Wander, you stab him
Right.
again. You stab him again. And he goes, ah! It hurts!
That was the opposite of quietly.
He's baying. He's like, ah!
Cover his mouth, cover his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah.
Stab him
I mean, I
in
don't
the
know if
mouth.
the shouting is louder than a gunshot, Percy, but sure.
He's like, ah! Oh!
Percy just stares in the distance.
Octopus guy does eventually die after wailing in pain. My boy is gone. There's just a skeleton left. Pike.
Pike, all yours.
It's
Micah
like,
pats
I'm-
Wander's shoulder and says,
I'm sorry, Mr. Skellebones, but it's time to rest
my
now.
God. Oh my god.
Like, what were we gonna say?
Let's not look at it.
He was reassuring Wanda.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay.
You smash your glaive into Mr. Skellebones, and because Mr. Skellebones is in fact just bones, he clatters into pieces on the ground.
Good night, Mr. Skellebones.
Also, speak of Percy, did Percy's gun do anything fancy? Or,
I will let you know what your gun does. Your gun does something.
oh
But not
god.
now.
Not
It
now.
shoots people.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You do die if you get hit by a bullet. It's amazing.
Wow.
If I got hit by a bullet, I would just not die. I'm just built different.
Well, that was easy.
Wanda kind of turns to Micah and is like, I appreciate it. It's not the killing that bothers me as much.
Oh, was it the screaming?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not that that bothers me either. Well, maybe a bit, but like, you know, I thought we were trying to be.
Oh, stealthy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Sound has a harder time of carrying, so I'm sure we'll be fine. But you know, if in the future you kind of wanted to avoid that, I mean, if you know want to avoid like hearing people like scream, I suppose I can always you know take care of it for you, so that you
Percy
don't have
slowly
to.
puts his gun away.
Percy slowly puts the loudest fucking thing on the ship away.
He stares off in the distance.
I just
Oh my
look.
god.
Percy's like, oh, cover his mouth quickly, and then we're like, it's not as louder than a freaking gun, Percy.
He goes sits down.
But yeah,
I appreciate it, thank you. Most of the time I'm fine. It's complicated. Sometimes you have to kill. I know that.
yeah. Well, I still very you know greatly value you being there for me after everything at the manor. So if I can be there for you in any way, if that bothers you, then well, yes.
When the time comes, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course. Anyway, enough with the emotional vulnerability.
Over the corpses of the dead.
Yeah, well,
or
you know,
the dead again.
to be fair, they
Yes.
were going to attack Easton, so they kind of deserve.
Oh, I'm not too beat up over it. Fine.
Everything's good.
Pike, do you want these?
Oh, what are they?
The bodies, I mean.
The bodies, I mean... I should bring them back, yeah.
Maybe we find a
Put
corner and stash them for now.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we can take them back to the crypt when it's all done.
This one's a bit melted.
That'd probably be okay.
Pulls the face at the Micah corpse.
Listen, I can't help that even the spells that I have that are not explicitly meant for melting things just to do that.
I bet you're great with marshmallows.
Oh, I roast a mean marshmallow. See, the trick is that you have to burn it completely on the outside so that you get a perfect goo on the inside.
Wanda nods and then looks back down at the corpse and grimaces and is like, alright, maybe now's not the best time to be talking about marshmallows.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Let's
not
haul
great.
these down.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, back to Delphina and Caspian while the others kind of gather their wits on the ship that they have now cleared of any pirates. Delphina, you watch Phaemon approach closer. The scouting ship is kind of like is still close by, but a decent distance away. And Phaemon kind of approaches closer to you, Delphina, and Caspian seems to like visibly tense up. And he steps forward and he goes, "Well, I see that you've come to your senses."
Hello?
He's like yelling
Wait,
across.
Wait, hold on. Finch dropped the nail.
Oh no. Oh, did Finch drop
There we go.
out?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
There.
Did I miss? It's okay. It's fine.
No,
No,
I
you're
was-
fine. Nothing.
I was just saying, Feynman kind of like, when your ships are kind of a little bit closer, Feynman kind of has his hands behind his back and he kind of gleefully yells, "Well, hello there! It seems that you finally come to your senses."
What?
he goes,
I'm so proud.
he goes, "I see you finally come to your senses!"
What?
Why are you yelling? He's like, "I'm not talking to you! Your senses! You've come to them!"
I'm always what?
Move the ship closer. The old bat can't hear me. You're like,
Okay.
the ship moves closer. And Feynman kind of like steps on like the pole that's kind of like leaning out towards the sea. And he goes, "I said, it seems like you finally come to your senses. Are you prepared to take Isidon with us?"
Delphina steps forward and like kind of nods her head. It's like, oh, that makes a little more sense. Would have been a little more impactful originally, though. So I've had my senses, though. Thanks for asking.
Caspian fucking like looks at you. He kind of like slumps his shoulders. He's like, "You're gonna get us fucking killed."
Percy looks so entertained. He's chuckling.
Are we close by on the other ship?
Yeah, you're like, you're probably like a little bit more in range now that he's had to scooch over because old Granny Delphina couldn't hear him.
I just freaking cackling.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I'm so glad that you've always had your senses, but unfortunately, seems that you're going to lose them again. I'm not too fond of sharing." And you can hear Feynman kind of snap. And behind you, Delphina, is kind of like a deep, like a loud, like rumbling noise, and a very deep, churning, kind of sloshing sound as like the sea begins to kind of like darken, and there's kind of like a deep teal light that seems to kind of like originate or lift forward into the sky as a gigantic tentacles begin to kind of like push forward and pull themselves out of like this swirling vortex
That's so cute.
from the water.
Let's go fuck up a Titan, shall we?
Delphina doesn't turn around. Instead, kind of leans forward a little bit. Like, she has her hands clasped behind her back and, like, trying to... I can't say trying because she's been in court, but still, like, in, like, formal kind of regal stance, and she just kind of leans forward to, like, shout back to him. It's like, I know what you have. That's not going to scare me. You think I don't know what's been happening in your little rebellion you've been brewing underneath me? I know everything about my city.
And he's like, "Well, you'll take all of that to your grave then." And the Titan behind you kind of lets out a loud, like, guttural screech as it proceeds to smash into Caspian's ship and take the front half off.
Oh my god.
That's where we're gonna leave it for today.
Ah!
Yay!
Yeah.
Ah!
Super glad got to ruin the moment by having Feynman.
That was so funny!
I mean,
That
that's
was
so
hilarious.
fucking funny. What was that? He's like, "I will be your end! You're going to be my friend?"
Praz, I love you. That's like the greatest bit ever.
I'm very, very proud of that. I'm not gonna lie.
It's really
That was
funny.
so good. I'm so glad you.
I thought you were planning that, Pumpkin. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna like run with this.
No, I mean, like, he was just, like shouting it, but it's really funny when she's like, what was that? Say it again? It's, like, so
Yeah, I
Delphina.
don't even. Was Delphina actually just couldn't hear him, or was Delphina also taking the piss?
Absolutely fucking with him. 1,000%.
Per girl boss.
Oh, go boss.
Hi, Delphina's my new favorite character.
Right.
I liked them all equally before, but Delphina's edged up above y'all.
Oh my god. Well,
really ruined the moment to have him repeat it 3 fucking times.
I think that's fucking funny, though.
Yeah, this is a lot better, actually.
Him-
Not that the original one wasn't better, but I
No, this one
elevated
is
the more.
better. This one is more funny.
His crew's like watching, like, gee, is seriously having to repeat it again?
He's just like, they're all looking around like, should we do something?
Do we
It's
have
like-
like a megaphone?
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want to be your end. I don't really want to be your friend either.
You've been like actively trying to kill me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
New arc. We don't kill Feynman. We get him to turn to our side.
New arc, you guys just fucking, like, frustrate him to death. He has a heart attack on the spot.
He just gives up. He's too frustrated.
He's like, you know what, maybe this city's not worth it. Guys, take me home.
I'm so happy.
Oh my god. We'll start off, we'll take off right from here next week then.
Great time.
Oh, thank you, stream, for coming.
Yes, thank you, streamers.
Yes.
I am exhausted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is someone tired?
I am someone that's employed and has to go to work tomorrow.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Did we level up? Or is that
Oh,
next week?
you know what? I'm gonna let you guys level up.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh, I've never leveled up before. What do I do?
Wait,
Okay,
no, you're
Fraz?
level 4, Fraz. You should be at level 4, level 5 now.
Oh my god, that's
Well,
my
you guys
that's my cue
told
to end
me
the
that-
stream. Thanks, everyone.